Good evening, everyone. This is Rajendran here, joining from Market Calls, and welcome everyone to webinar on how to build an intraday trading system using Amibroker and how to automate it. So this is a part of the Quanzilla preview session. In today's session, we're going to discuss about how to build your own intraday trading strategies. What are the things you need to figure out while building your own intraday trading strategy, and how to automate it. That is what we are going to discuss here. We're going to discuss how to automate your complete intraday system right from the scratch. Now I'm going to take a very simple example of a simple intraday trading system, and I'm going to automate it. And I'm also going to present you the coding solution as well, completely end-to-end coding solution. What are the things that you need to design while building an intraday trading system? Now, give me a quick confirmation about your Amibroker experience. How long you've been using Amibroker? If you are new, you just type new. Or if you are already using it for more than 1 year, you just mention how many years or how many months you are using in the comment section. There is a Q&A box is there. And as usual, the session is getting recorded, and the recorded session will be available in our YouTube channel, both in Market Calls and Webinars YouTube channel. It will be available. All right, so a bunch of people are very new to Amibroker, and Girish is using it for 5 months. Loganathan, Rajendra, and Prashanta is new to Amibroker. Anil is 2 years. Ayan Banerjee is 1.5 years, and Rajagopal is new. Rohit is 10 years. Habib is 5 years. Nisha Gaikwad is new. Naveen Reddy is new. Rupali Verma is new. All right, great. So without further delay, we'll straight away get into the session. Of course, we are not going to run any PPT show today. It's a pure coding experience. That's what I want to bring it to you people. So let me straight away get into my Amibroker. So I'm using the Amibroker version. The latest Amibroker version is what I'm using. The latest one is 6.38 version. So if you are new to Amibroker, right, you have to go and download the Amibroker straight away from the Amibroker portal. So amibroker.com. I had seen most of the people are quite new to Amibroker. So go to the Amibroker, go to the download section. So if you are having a licensed edition, you can enter into the members only zone and you can download the official release. However, if you don't have the Amibroker version, still there is nothing to worry about that. Amibroker provides a slightly a delayed version. 6.00 is what currently it is available for the public download. You can download both 32-bit, either 32-bit or 64-bit edition. You can go and download it. So which is recommended? If you ask me, 64-bit version is faster, but from a retail trading perspective, 32-bit and 64-bit more or less provides a similar experience. I've been using a 32-bit version for a quite long time now. So I'm comfortable with both 32-bit and 64-bit editions. You don't find much of a difference at a retail level. All right. Now, along with Amibroker, right, you also need to have some subscription with data feed, because Amibroker doesn't comes with data feed. You have to connect with some data vendors. There are a lot of data vendors like Global Data Feeds, True Data. A lot of authorized data vendors are there. So where you can get some high quality data feed, especially if you are a trader and you are exploring some trading system designs. You want to create your own designs, right? That is why people go for Amibroker. Let me tell you why people should go for Amibroker, especially if you have something in mind, so which is custom designed, or it has to be programmed, and you have some systematic thoughts, and those thoughts you want to convert into indicators, or you want to convert into trading rules, and even you want to automate it. That is where people go for Amibroker, especially those who want to automate their trading ideas, or those who are already systematic traders. When I say systematic traders, they have a rule-based execution. So first of all, let me tell you what is rule-based execution, and then straight away we get into Amibroker, and then we'll start coding the simple intraday trading system. Rule-based execution is nothing but a simple rules. So let me bring my whiteboard here to explain what is what. So here is the whiteboard. So first of all, let's try to understand what is a rule-based execution. So we're going to look into what? Rule-based execution. Rule-based execution. So what does this means is that we have a solid rule to maintain our trading discipline. This will bring, first of all, it brings trading discipline. Trading discipline means if the system says buy, we will buy it. When the system says sell, we will sell it. We will not take any emotions, even if there is a big gap down and then immediately it's showing a buy. The system says buy. So without any further emotions, without any further thinking, without any human thinking, we will be simply going for a buy. So that is on one side. It's bringing and trading discipline. It controls the emotions. See the word, it controls emotions. It doesn't remove the emotion totally. Rule-based execution always controls the emotion, keep you in control. It reduces the emotions. So when I say rule-based emotions, right, it talks about a couple of things. When to buy or when to sell. It also talks about when to short the markets. When to short or when to cover your shorts. So when I say buy, it means go long. It means go long. When I say sell, that means exit long. Right? So let me write it separately. These are buy is an variable which Amibroker understands, where we can write our trading logic. So we call that as a trading logic. In a trading logic, Amibroker has a variable called buy. So I can assign any logic to that so that Amibroker understands when to go long. Likewise, there is a variable called sell. It says like exit long. And then similarly, short is a variable which explains when to take a fresh short. And similarly, cover is a variable. It indicates exit short. So this is what we call as what? A trading logic. Now, second one is like position sizing. So you know that position sizing is part of the risk management. It's part of the risk management. How much you want to risk. You can instruct the system to say like how in different market conditions, how you want to risk. Or you want to go with a fixed position sizing or what? Always you want to buy 5 lots. Always you want to buy 2 lots. Those comes under fixed position sizing. There are certain times we will be going for a ATR based position sizing when markets are highly volatile. In a high volatile environment, we will take lesser position size. And in a low volatile market, we will be trying to trade with a bigger position size. So that comes under the risk management. Those things also can be automated. Now, the third part is that it talks about what? It talks about trade execution. How you want to execute your trades. You want to execute when the signal is coming immediately, or you want to execute after the end of the candle, or you want to execute at 3:15, kind of a time-based execution. So there are different modes of execution is there. Do you want to send limit orders? Do you want to send a market order? Do you want to send a bracket orders? So what kind of order you want to send? How you want to execute it? Of course, so your technical analysis stops here itself, right? So this is the part which talks about the technical analysis. And after technical analysis, there are many things are there. Risk management is there. Yeah, even though it is slightly associated with technical analysis, it has nothing to do with your indicators, all right? So it's mostly to do with the market environments. And then next comes the trade execution part. So trade execution part, how we are going to execute our orders. The first part, right, it will generate only the signals. The trade logic, it generates what? It generates the signals. I hope you are able to understand up to this part, right? If yes, you can simply type yes there so you can understand that we are in sync with what we are learning today. Are you able to understand what is the trading logic, risk management, and the execution logic, the trade execution? Let me understand in the Q&A section. All right, great. Great, guys. So now let me tell you what are the challenges you will be facing when you are trying to build an intraday orders. It is not, it looks like simple. It is like you're having a trading logic and you're connected with the automation system and it should execute, right? But the whole idea is to make Amibroker understand all these things. It's a machine, right? So we have to teach the machine how to behave like a human. So when we are using to, I mean, when we are making that machine to do exactly behaving like a human, we have to convert our ideas into codes. First of all, we have to implement our ideas in a plain English. So let's say I'm going to do what? I'm going to write my things in a plain vanilla English notes. I'm going to have a strategy. So let's call this strategy as an intraday bracket order strategy. Intraday bracket order strategy. So first thing first, remember that bracket order. First of all, we need to know what is a bracket order. It is also called as what? OCO order. OCO order. Bracket order you can execute in limit order format, or you can also execute in a bracket order format. If you set the price as 0, right, it will execute in a market order format. When you're sending a bracket order, let's say you're sending a bracket order to the exchange. So let's say this is the broker. This is a broker, and here is the exchange. And you're sending a bracket order. So the client is sending the client. Let's say he's a trading client. He's sending the bracket order. While sending the bracket order, let's say he'll be sending a market as a market order, something like, let's say Reliance. The price is quoting at 2,000 rupees. So 2,000 rupees, it will buy at a market order. Along with the market order, it will also send a target order. And also it sends a stop loss order as well. So 3 orders will be sent. One will be sent as a market order. Market order, or it can be limit order also. Another order is a stop loss order, and another order is a target order. Let's say he's sending a market buy. So buy at 2,000 rupees of Reliance. He bought 100 shares. So when the price is bought here, if the price touches the target order, what will happen? The stop loss will get cancelled. Or if the price goes and touches the stop loss, automatically target order will cancel on its own. So that is what it's called as a OCO order. One cancels another. OCO. So at any given time, 2 orders will be always in pending state. Pending. It will be in a trigger pending state or in pending state. Any of the order which is touched, either the stop loss is touched, the other order will get cancelled. Or if the stop loss is touched, the target order, if the target order is touched, stop loss order will get cancelled. That is why it is called as a one cancels another order. So that's why it's called a OCO. It's supposed to be OCO here. One cancels another order. Now, the best part is that it will not even sit in the broker's terminal. It goes to the exchange. The order will be sitting in the exchange over here. The moment you send an bracket order, no matter what, even if your broker's infrastructure is going down also, still the order will get executed. Why? Because the order will go to the exchange order book and it sits in the exchange order book. So it is totally safe. The bracket order is totally safe, and broker also provides a little extra leverage for using the bracket orders and cover order kind of types, because it comes with a fixed risk management system. It has an inbuilt risk management system. The execution module itself having a fixed stop loss and a fixed target over there. Now that is the bracket order here. Now what we are going to create is, we are going to create a trading logic. A trading logic can be anything. First thing, you're going to create a trading logic. When you're talking about a trading logic, we are talking about what? A pure intraday trading system. Pure intraday trading system. So remember the term, it's intraday. When I say intraday, right, I'm going to come into the markets without having any position. I'm going out of the market without having any position. So it's something to do with time, because the same day itself, I'm going to initiate a trade. Same day itself, I'm going to close the position. So intraday means it's something to do with the time-based rules. I have to play with time-based rules. That means what? I have to tell the system at what time I should enter. I should fix a range. range. So let's say like I want to trade only between 9:30 to 2 o'clock. If any signal is coming in, so I'll say like signal range. My start of the signal range, this is the start of the signal range. If my trading signal is happening only after 9:30, I want to enter. So only after this time only I have to enter. After 9:30 a.m., take position and avoid taking position after 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock, after 2 p.m., any signals happening, any fresh entry, if it is happening, just ignore it. I don't want it because I want to take only entries only between 9:30 to 2 o'clock. Any trading opportunity which is coming after 2 o'clock, I just want to ignore it. So in trading logic, especially in intraday trading system, we have to worry about the signal range, right? At what range you have to you want to take a position. So we are fixing a window. This is called as a trading window. Trading window. Alright, definitely it is required, right? Any intraday trading system, you have to set the timing range. From what time to what time? Some people are comfortable to trading between only 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So they have to define the signal range. And there is one another thing is that let's say you're taking an entry here and markets are moving in your favor. It'll be keep on moving. Since it is an intraday order, broker will cut off their position at 3:15. So you have to specify your broker square of time also, because no matter what, if your buying signal is keep on going on but still not hitting your targets, probably your target is over here, it is not hitting your stop loss also, the trade is still keep on running, but broker will square off your position around 3:15 or 3:20. They will be square offing the position, right? Because it's an intraday order. If it's an intraday order, automatically around 3:15, if it is NSE, it is 3:15. Probably it is MCX. Probably it is around 1:15, 11:15 or 11:30 during mid of the night. So the square off happens. So we have to specify the square off timing also, 3:15 p.m. as well. All right. So trading logic contains not only technical analysis, it contains technical analysis signals, technical analysis signal. It can be anything. It can be EMA crossover or any technical analysis conditions or MACD crossing or some Bollinger Band based strategies. It can be any strategies. But along with that, we also need to have a signal range. We also need to specify the square of time as well. Now, these are the things that we have to get from the coding. We have to convert this into a coding. Let's see how to build this first. Okay, first we'll try to implement the trading logic. Let's try to understand what are the necessary things that we need to build a intraday trading logic. And then we'll come back again and then we'll try to understand how we should proceed with that logic. Now, what I'm going to give you is I'm going to bring you a template based logic so that you can build tomorrow any kind of trading system based upon this simple template. But let me tell you, building a bracket order is not an easy thing. Though it is looks like a simple thing, a lot of things you have to remember while coding. So let me bring you some of the coding over here. So I'm going to go to right click. I'll go to the edit formula. See here, I can go to the edit formula by going to the file, new edit formula from Amibroker. This opens the Amibroker AFL editor. Or I can also open some dummy charts. I'll open a new window, new blank chart. I'll go to the charting section. Under the charting section, a lot of Amibroker AFL codes you'll be able to find once you're installing any Amibroker. Every AFL code is nothing but a bunch of programming language. Any coding, any indicator or any trading system or any automated trading system you're opening over here, all these are nothing but bunch of codes. So these bunch of codes are nothing but some sort of rules that you can write on your own, and what you are writing accordingly that system will do it. If you're writing a buy sell system, it will print the buy and sell, something like this. So it will build something like this, where you can also bring a control over here. This is called the control section, where you can create these kind of controls: when to enter, when to exit, when to square off. What is your how to execute this, whether it's a bracket order or a CNC order or a cover order or a MAS order, what kind of order it is, which broker it should execute. Should it execute in a Trade Genie or in Alice Blue or in Enrich or in Upstocks? How much quantity you want to send? All these are user generated controls. Means I have to create such kind of controls. All right. So this is the code we are going to build right from the scratch. In this code, I'm going to give it to you also by end of the day. I'm going to explain piece by piece, part by part. I'm going to explain this. And let me start building the code. All right. So first thing first. So this is a section. You can have as many sections you want. Every section talks about a separate thing. So here, this is going to plot only the candlestick. So I'm going to say like candle plots. Candle plots. This section, it's going to plot only the candles. So I'm going to create one more section. So this is another section. I'm going to use the section begin. Let me tell you why I'm doing this. Okay. Because everything I'm doing here is for a reason, so that you can understand what is happening over here. I'll say like trading logic. So here I'm going to build a module called trading logic. This will compute a trading logic. You see that every section begin, it should come ends with section end. The moment automatically I type, right, it becomes, it says to me like underscore section underscore end. That means this is a block of coding section. Here I'm going to implement my trading logic. Likewise, I'm going to create my signal logic also. I'm going to plot signals also. I'm going to have one more module for plot signals. Plot signals. And I'm going to create one more module for automatic execution. So automation. I'm going to say like trade automation. Trade automation. Whatever the signals which are generating, I'm going to automate my trades. Trade automation. So now how many modules we are having here? One module which I'm going to say which is going to call the candle plots. Another module is about trading logic. One more module is on plot signals, and another module is on trading automation. So total 4 modules are there. You see here price 65. That's the AFL name. It's a temporary AFL. So if you want to store, you have to put it in a separate path. So file, save as. First of all, save the code. Make sure that you create a folder if you want. Let's say I'm going to say like Quanzilla. So inside Quanzilla, so I am already having Quanzilla. So anyways, I'll create a new file name. I'll say like Quanzilla November 2020. So I'm going to create inside here. I'm going to create a folder called a preview webinar. Preview webinar. Inside this folder, I'm going to create my strategy. I'm going to say like bracket order intraday automation strategy. All right, so now the code is done. Only the part of the code we had done here, nothing much. There's a small AFL is there, which is if there is any error, right? If I'm missing anything, any line, if I'm missing anything, it will inform me that that particular line or near to that line, there is some issue is happening. So what I'll do, I'll go and put a semicolon over here. Now I'll bring on the AFL. I'll save it. Now, if I save and apply it, it will be applied to the charts. You see that automatically new chart has been opened. I'll do again. Watch very carefully. I'll go to the AFL code. What I'll do, I'll keep my tab side by side. Okay. So on the left hand side, so Windows key, left arrow, it aligns towards the left. Right side, I'm keeping my Amibroker ready. Now, if I apply a new file I had saved under the name bracket order intraday automation, if I apply it, a new panel will be coming up. So the top one, I'll close it because that is the old one. This is a new code. If I right click and go to the parameters, you could see here, you're seeing only one section over here. So reset everything. See that there are only one candle plot section is there. This is a section which is there. Other sections are empty, so it is not showing up. It will show up once we had created some trading rules. Now, under the trading logic, remember here, Under the trading logic, what else we have to create? We have to get the start time, end time. So the user has to define what is the start time, what is the end time. And not only that, we also get the square of time. Everything we have to get it from there. So let me pull out that information as well. Oops. I'm sorry. So I'll put these informations here. I'll say like 6 start time. So we have to use a function called param. So param is a function. You see that whenever I'm typing blue, right, it is coming in a blue color. That means it is an inbuilt function in Amibroker. Anything you're seeing in blue color, it is nothing but a inbuilt function here. Means it is a function which is built inside Amibroker itself. When I say it is a function, what does it mean is that it does some specific job. So maybe let me pull up Excel sheet over here. In the Excel sheet, you could have been used a couple of functions here. So like, let's say 10 is here and 20 is there. When you're using sum is the what? Sum is the function. I'm adding those two numbers. You see that it's a function. It's a function. It does a job of addition. So here sum is what? Sum is a inbuilt function in Excel. How many of you used Excel based functions? If yes, you can just simply type yes so that I can understand. If you haven't used, right, please go and try to use Excel based functions. Amibroker inbuilt functions also something similar to that. It is very, very similar to the Excel. So using this function, right, you can create many strategies. Your creativity about building trading system goes up, especially when you are started using these kind of functions. All right, quite a lot of people are already used such kind of Excel based functions. Very good. So now what I'm going to do here is that first of all, I'm going to get the signal start time, signal end time, and signal square of time. So let me go over here. I'm going to use something called param. The moment you type param, right, it brings all the input functions. So a lot of functions are there. Now what I want to get is that time is the input I want to get. Param is for getting the numbers. Param color is for getting the colors. If I want to get the dates, I can get the date field. What I want now is that I want a time function. So I'm going to create the param time. I'll say like 6 start time. All right. So signal start time. I'm going to say like my signal start time starts at 9:30. So I'll say like 9:30:00. So I'm just putting in quotation. See that is what it is recommending. This is called IntelliSense. Automatically tells you what you should fill next. A lot of parameters we have to pass over here. This is what we call as arguments. So this is what we called as what? Arguments over here. This is nothing but we call it as a arguments. And the other one we called as what? This is a function, inbuilt function. So this is what? This is a inbuilt function. Is it boring? I guess not. Probably if you are a non-coder, right, you should be definitely feeling a bit interesting about it, because when I was very first time learning this, I felt a lot of joy within me, like I'm learning something new here. I hope the same feeling you also get over here as well. So let's see what this code is trying to do. Whenever you're trying to build something, like try to understand what that code is doing. So save the code and then apply the code. You should not see any errors. Now right click and go to the parameters. You should be able to see the control. So this is a control we created. Now this is a control we have to give it to our strategy also. All right. So now here the signal start time is done. And then I'm also going to create an sig end time. So I want to create a signal start time. So similarly, I'm copy this function. My signal end time is like 2 o'clock. I don't want to get any fresh signals after 2 o'clock. So here I'm going to use a railway timing. So 2 o'clock here, 2 p.m. and this is 9:30 a.m. And likewise, square of time equals param time over here. Param time. All right, so param time, so square of time, we know that it is 15, 15. 15, 15. So I got the inputs, all the three inputs. I also ensure that I'll save the code. I apply the AFL, see that I apply the tick mark. There are no errors. Now right click, I'll go to the parameters. Reset all. You see that nothing happens over here unless you do the reset. You do the reset, something is not coming over here. You know that why it is not coming? Because this is the function, this is a section called label. So you have to give a different label for different thing. But what we are given here is that we had given the same label. That is the reason it is not giving the three different logic. So I have to say like this is signal end time, and this is square of time. Means we haven't coded that properly. Now we are fixing the issues. Square of time. Now if I save it and apply it, if I now come to reset all, you could see that signal start time has been done, signal end time is done, square of time is also done. So these are the three mandatory parameters for any trading system, intraday trading system. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a simple trading strategy. Let's say MACD greater than 0, it is a buy. MACD less than 0, it is going to be a sell. So I'm going to generate a simple strategy over here. Buy. You remember, buy is nothing but which Amibroker understands. It means that means go long. I'm going to say like if MACD, see that MACD is again an inbuilt function. I open the brace here. It says like fast equal to 12 and slow equal to 26. Means those are mandatory parameters. Wherever you are seeing the equal to parameters, they are mandatory things. So I can fill 12, 26, or I can simply ignore it. I can ignore fast equal to 12, slow equal to 12. I can ignore it. I can simply close the quotation. That means it takes the default 12 and 26 parameter. If you are filling it, it's fine. You can also fill like 15 or 30 something. Here, in this case, a new value will be filled. If you're not putting any values, automatically it takes the default values, 12 and 26, it takes it up. So MACD, if it is greater than 0, that's a buy, and sell equal to MACD if it is less than 0, right? So remember, every statement is called as a syntax. Every statement is called as what? A syntax. So this is a syntax. This is a syntax over here. And every syntax ends with a semicolon. Every line is called as a statement or syntax. So anyways, now coming back to the topic here. So we created a simple trading logic. The trading logic talks about what? An event. Probably a trading event. Trading event or a technical analysis condition. It could be a trading event or a technical analysis condition. Technical analysis condition. So that is what we have done here. But when the MACD is greater than 0, that is alone it's not our entry point. This is the buy here, right? It talks about when to go long. You can see here I'm putting a comment also with using a double slash. I can give a comment. This is not part of the code. Anything I'm putting in double slash is not part of the code, but it tells how to professionally code a trading system. I'll say like go long. So this is going to take a fresh long over here, but it should take a long only when the MACD is greater than 0. And at the same time, you see that I'm using a function called AND. It's called a logical operator. It does the comparison. All right. It does the comparison. I'm saying that MACD should be greater than 0. And at the same time, my candle time. So time num talks about the current candle time should be greater than signal start time. All right. And it should be, now my candle timing should be, that is a function called time num. It is a function used to check the candle timings. Each and every candle has its own time. Like every house has an address in Amibroker, every candle has a time. So maybe that you can see it over here. If I keep my cursor over here, you can see here, you could able to see the candle timing over here. Maybe over here. See that that's a candle time. It stores the end time of the candle. Again, if I'm moving my cursor over here, see here, it has a different time now. I'm moving the cursor over here, it has a different time now. So it is like the time now is a timekeeper for each and every candlestick. So it remembers each and every candlestick over here. And it compares each and every candlestick wherever the candlestick time is greater than the signal start time, and at the same time the candlestick timing, if it is less than the signal end time, it will take an entry. So now you should be able to understand this line. What here we are looking here is the signal should be greater than 0. My MACD should be greater than 0. And at the same time, my candle timing should be above 9:30. That is what this line talks about. And at the same time, my candle time should not exceed 2 o'clock. If it is exceeding 2 o'clock, what will happen? The buy will not get triggered. So this statement will give you the logic in true or false. If these conditions are true, it becomes, the value will be in true format or 1. If this logical statement is false, then the output will be either 0 or it will return false. So the buy itself is called as a variable, buy or sell. You see that it's in dark black color. That is an inbuilt variable. Anything in black, it is called as a inbuilt variable here. This is inbuilt variable. This is the user defined variable here. Means we are storing something over here, and this is meant to store something. By default, Amibroker itself giving such kind of values. That is the reason it is in dark black color. So what is this? This is we called as a inbuilt variable. So inbuilt variable. See, remember there is a difference between inbuilt variable and inbuilt function. This is the time num is an inbuilt function because it is in blue color. Anything which is in dark black color, see that a lot of things are in dark black color. It is either a inbuilt constant or inbuilt variable. This is some by ourselves. We are trying to store something. We are trying to store either true or false. Now this inbuilt variable, the buy and sell variable, is the one which is used for sending information to the Amibroker backtesting. This can be used for live trading as well. Live trading in the sense for automation, for plotting signals. We can use it over here. All right. So now sell is what? Exiting your shorts. Remember how we can build our short execution. This is what? Exit shorts. Exit longs. So when I want to exit longs, when MACD is less than 0, I want to exit my shorts. Or I want to exit my shorts, especially when square of time is reached. Remember, my trade is already going on, and neither my target is hit, neither my stop loss is hit. So in that case, what I have to do? I have to square off my position. Am I right or not? You see, I'm using AND here. Here I'm using OR. I guess you should be able to understand the difference. Here MACD should be greater than 0, and at the same time, candles time should be greater than 9:30, and at the same time, candle time should be less than signal end time. Whereas in case of exiting the position, this is for fresh entry. This is for go long is a fresh entry. Whereas here, it is more of an exiting the old position. So here we want to exit only if the negative MACD is happening, or if the square of time is reached. Square of time is reached, automatically broker will square off the position. Am I right or not? Now the same thing goes with short condition also. Short condition, what we have to do? This is short is about again an entry condition. I want to enter short if MACD is probably less than 0, a negative condition is happening, and at the same time, the entry condition should be within this timing. So if the timing is between 9:30 and 2 o'clock, it should enter short. This is go short. This is also a fresh short condition. This is again a fresh short condition, fresh short entry. This is a fresh entry here. Whereas while exiting, remember while exiting the cover statement, I'm going to put a cover statement over here. Cover equals, I'm going to say like if MACD is greater than 0, MACD is greater than 0, and the if the signal is continuing, if the square of timing is reached, broker square of is reached, exit your shorts, exit shorts. I'm going to put it in a double slash. That means it is a part of the comment. So now we built our trading logic, right? So see here, if I save it, nothing will get plotted because we are not plotting anything. If you want to plot anything, you have to use a lot of plot functions. So that is where I'm going to go for the plot signals. I'm going to plot the signals over here. I'm going to do what? I'm having a trading system here. So this is called code snippet section where I had a lot of snippets shared. So many code snippet, I'll be sharing it. So this is one of the code snippet which will be bringing us the fresh entry and short conditions. Fresh entry conditions, it will bring it. All the buy signal and short signal. I'm going to plot as an arrow. I'm going to plot as an arrow over here. You see that I'm using a function called plot shapes. Using the plot shape function, what it will do, it will try to plot the indicator wherever the MACD is turning positive. It's going to plot it. You see here, I'll apply it. Now, if I'll put it to something like 5-minute time frame, you should be able to see a lot of signals over here. You're able to see a lot of signals. You should be able to see a lot of signals over here. Earlier, the signals was not there. Now the signals are there. A lot of signals are there, and a lot of tight signals are happening. Sell and sell and sell and sell is happening. But however, we don't want fresh buy, multiple sell signals. We don't want multiple buy signals. So we want to remove excessive signals. So first of all, that is also part of the trading logic. Removing excessive signals. Removing excessive signals. That is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to redefine my buy. I'm going to implementing a fresh buy. My fresh buy is like, I'm going to use a function called xrem. This will remove excessive signals between the buy and sell variables. Between the buy and sell variables. And sell also I'm going to redefine. This is going to remove excessive sell variable between sell and buy. The same thing I'm going to do for short and cover also. So short equal to xrem of short comma cover. Or probably what you can do, if you're already having that xrem, you can keep it as a block and you can bring it over here. So short equal to xrem of short comma cover. So these are the codings we'll be using at many cases, and cover equal to xrem of cover comma short. Cover comma short. So now if I do this, what will happen? Multiple sell signals and multiple buy conditions will go away. Only one buy and one sell will be there. However, the multiple buy is not going. That means we have to fix what was the issue with that sell. There is a small issue with the sell here. Any idea what is that issue is all about? You see that the sell is short conditions are getting proper, but buy conditions are not getting proper over here. Let me zoom the charts here. You could see there are multiple buy signals are there. So let's see what was the issue with the multiple conditions. Maybe we are doing something wrong here. Either here or here we are doing something wrong here. Let's try to save the code. It should definitely ignore it. Let me check if it is like something like 1 minute time frame. Yeah, so still that issue is there. So I guess, so buy equal to xrem of sell comma buy comma sell equal to xrem of sell comma buy. That is good. Here also it is good. So I'll go to the tools, preferences, and intraday settings. Sometimes the intraday settings, right? If you adjust over here, align minutes with regular market hours. Let's check. That has nothing to do with that. Anyways, I'm sorry, intraday. I have to set like start time of the interval. This is also nothing much to do with here. Something we are missing here. So what we are missing, MACD greater than 0, time num is signal start time. Square of time is, yes, of course, square of time is, we haven't mentioned the time here. So square of time, the time num is greater than square of time. So that's the small mistake. So you always remember that if the things are not proper, you're missing something, always it could be some small mistake, some logical mistake we'll be making it over here. So now you could see that this is getting sorted out. Earlier I mentioned simply square of time, but this is supposed to be time num of greater than square of time over here. Now we can see that there is a fresh entry condition and this is a fresh short condition. We coded only the entry and entry condition of long and entry condition of short. For exit condition, I'm gonna bring something like I'm gonna plot I'm gonna plot this. I'm gonna take one from buy and one from short. Instead, I'm gonna replace this with the sell and cover. So sell and cover. I'm going to bring a star over here instead of shape square. I don't want a square here. Instead, I want to plot it as a star format, shape star. You can simply type shape over here. It will be listing out a list of shapes which are available over here. So you can put a shape circle or shape star, shape digits, various options are there. So I'm going to put a shape star over here. So now you could see here every entry will have an exit also. So here you can see a long entry. This is a long entry over here. This is a long entry. And for that long entry, I'm having a long exit as well here. There is a long exit is also there. So every entry condition will have every exit condition also. So here entry long and entry exit longs. Same time we are entering shorts also. We are exiting the shorts also over here. So now that is something which is supposed not to happen, right? You could see here the shorts are firing exactly at wrong timings. It should exit the shorts much earlier. In the meantime, there is an entry condition also happening. So what is so wrong with this model is that here, if you see here, the entry is happening. We have to do when the entry long is happening, there should not be entry shorts also. Maybe you could understand this much better if you try to plot the moving MACD levels. So let me try to plot the MACD levels over here. So MACD levels, obviously it is a simple indicator. It will be available from the indicator section. So right click and then you go to something like MACD, right click, insert. So right click and go to the parameters. It is using the default MACD values. So and there is a central histogram is there. The histograms are nothing but what? The histograms are nothing but the signal line. So of course we don't want a signal line. So I'm going to remove the signal line here. I want only the signal plots. I don't want the signal line. I don't want the MACD histogram. I want only the MACD value. So here is the MACD value. And I also want to plot a line. So I want to plot a line at 0. So I'll plot a line at 0 over here. I'll say like plot of 0 and I'll give a empty. I'll say like color white and then I'll close it. So it'll be plotted as a line. See, the center line is plotted. Maybe I'll make it a style dashed so that it looks like style dashed. Say comma style. Automatically I'll be getting the list of styles over here. Make it a style dashed. So maybe to look attractive, I'll make it as orange. And this MACD line, right? I'll also make it a little bit thicker as well. This line, I'll make it as a little bit thicker. So I'll style thick. So automatically the line will be a little bit thicker. So now you can see here, whenever the 0 lines are getting crossed, it automatically plots the buy signal. And that buy signal is going on till the end. Till the end, it is going and reaching the sell signal over here. If you could remember, A buy signal also happening, a sell signal also happening, but we don't want that. It is happening only at these locations. Why? Because the condition what we are defined. So this is the condition we are defined over here. If sell condition is happening, short condition should not happen. Am I right or not? So what we have to identify is that is the buy signal is continuing or not. How I can understand whether the buy is continuing or not? There is a simple function is called flip is there. So I can say like buy continue. I bring this excessive signal over here. If there is a buy signal is there, we're going to do an XREM. And I want to say like buy continue is nothing but a flip of buy comma sell. So this will flip the signals and this will be keep on running true. As long as the buy is continuing, this buy continue will be keep on remaining 1. And I'll say like sell continue is there. Sell continue is there. Is nothing but flip of sell comma buy. When long signals are happening, I don't want to take a fresh shots. So I'll say like, I add one more condition over here. I'll say like not of buy continue. That means my buy should not be running. If buy is running, right, I don't want to take a fresh shots. Maybe I want to sell it and then I want to take a shot there. At the same time, when the buy continue is there, I mean, when the sell continue is going on, I don't want to cover it. So I'll say like not of sell continue and oops, there is something. I missed a semicolon over here. Save the code. So now if you could see, every long will have only every short condition over here. Every long will have every short conditions. All right. So this code is built only for longs. However, if you want to make it for shorts also, you see here there is a short is also happening at the same time. If short is happening at the same time, what you have to do here is you have to think in a slightly different manner. So how we can do that? It's a very simple logic. I'll get back to the old state. If I use this is this exit signal is always creating a trouble only at 3:15 p.m. So at 3:15 p.m., I have to check which signal is continuing, whether the long is continuing or short is continuing. So I'm going to check only the long continue and short continue. So for long continue, right, it's like buy continue. The same thing I'm going to do over here. Buy continue is nothing but, oops, I'm putting it at a long place. So buy continue is nothing but flip of buy comma sell. And the short continue is nothing but flip of short comma cover. If longs are continuing, we don't want a cover signal. If shorts are continuing, we don't want a sell signal to happen. So here in this case, what is happening? Here in this case, the shorts are continuing, and at the same time, you can see here that the exit is happening over here. The exit is happening over here. So let me go and show you. MACD, here it is greater than 0. So automatically it should cover the position. Here, if I put R signal, it will happen over here. You see that is the mistake. We have done one more mistake here. So now if I save the code, automatically things will get aligned. Now why this buy continue and short continue is useful is to check, especially if you want to plot any targets or stop loss. So only if the buy continue is happening, your target lines and stop loss lines has to be extended. So that is the reason we have to plot the buy continue lines. So as long as your buys are getting continued, your stop loss lines and target lines can be shown over there. That is the reason we'll be going for flip always to plot your target line. This is generally required for plotting target and stop loss lines. Stop loss lines. Because you want to plot the targets and stop loss. Let's say I'm having a target lines and stop loss line. I'm going to bring that target and stop loss lines also. So let's see how to bring that target and stop loss lines. I'm going to put an target line over here. I'll say like my target, my buy target, sell target, short target, cover target. I'm going to create 4 targets over here. So I'll say like, so as of now, I'll keep it simple. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a buy target. Buy target is like from my buy price, I want plus 50 points as my entry targets. And likewise, my buy stop loss, buy stops from my entry price minus, let's say 20 points. So if I want to enter this target and stop loss, what I have to do? I have to again use the plot function to plot those levels. So for that, I need to use the buy continue. See, how I am plotting here. I'm going to plot the buy target. Plot if buy continue. If buy continue, I want to plot the buy target. Else, don't plot anything. I'm going to put null here. That means it will not plot anything. Comma, I'll say like buy target. Buy target. So comma, I'll give a color. Color, I'll make it as color, some color green for the long targets. And I'll also make it a style dotted or dashed. Dashed will be much better. So I'll make it as style dashed. So now this line of code should plot the targets only if the signal is continuing. You see that signal is continuing. When the buy signal is continuing, I want to get the buy target. But you see that it's supposed to plot as a line level, but instead it is plotting like a kind of a clunky lines. That means we have to get the exact buy target only when there is a buy signal is there. When the buy signal is there, so I say like value when the buy signal is happening, get me the buy price. So this will get me the buy price over here. Now if I plot it, you see that the targets are getting plotted properly. Likewise, I want to get the stop loss level when my entry condition is triggered. Exactly when the buy signal is getting triggered, that is the time I'm going to calculate my stop loss levels from my entry point. What is my entry point? My entry point is buy price plus 50. Buy price talks about at what price you want to enter, right? So that is what we're getting over here. Similarly, buy stops also I'm able to get over here. That buy stops also I'm going to plot as long as the buy signal is continuing. As long as the buy signal is continuing. So I'm going to put here, as long as the buy is continuing, I want to plot the buy stops also. Buy stops. Probably buy stops, I'm going to make it as an buy stops. Maybe I'm going to plot it in red color. Red color. All right. So let me save the code here. Now we can see that only the stop loss and target, whatever we are plotting is only for the entry long condition. So this is a long condition stop loss and target we plotted. And at the same time, I'm also going to plot the stop loss conditions also for the stop loss and target condition for the short signal also. For short signal, we're already using the short continue to check whether the short signal is running or not. Only if the signal is running, you see that the buy signal is running as long as the buy signal is going on. So the buy signal keeps on going here. The green signal talks about the buy entry point. It's keep on going on. And it is exactly stopping when the stop loss is I mean, when the exit condition is also stopping, that time I'm exactly stopping that line as well. Now the same thing I'm going to do with short target and short stop loss also. Short target and short target and short stops. All right. So remember here also I'm gonna put the I'm gonna check when the short condition is there. Get me the short price. What short price talks about the entry price at where the price is shorted. So automatically I'm gonna get the short price over here as well. Short price. So short target is like downside target and stop loss is like plus 20. I'm going to save the code. So now I'm going to plot those short target and short stop loss also. So remember the code is not proper yet. I'm going to build a complete code because our target, when the target is hit over here, we have to say like target is hit, stop loss is hit. Like that we have to design such kind of things. Still that rule is not proper. So far entry to exit, I'm plotting the target and stop loss simply. Right? So simply it is not a complete full-fledged code yet, but I'm going to make the code full-fledged. So if the short continue is happening, I want to plot the short target. After that, I want to plot null. Likewise, if the short signals are continuing, I want to plot the short stop loss. I'll say like here as a short target. I'll make it like kind of a color cyan. Maybe a different color we can pick up. Color, probably I'll make it as color aqua. And short stop loss, I'll make it as color orange. Short stop, I'll make it as color orange. You see that those colors are recognized by Amibroker. So now if I save it automatically, you will be getting a two different condition. So here is the stop loss. At least now you can check whether the target is hit or stop loss is hit. Right now, it is not coded as a condition, but you can see here is the entry point and here is your stop loss and price is coming and hitting the target here. Your target is hit here itself. So when the target is hit, I have to give a separate indication saying that a target is hit. My exit is not here. My exit is likely to be here. So I have to change the rule here again. Again, I have to do what? Again, I have to change the rules one more time. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to change the rule. I'm going to say like, if the newly modified exit condition, my exit condition is going to change. Entry condition is not going to change. Exit will change if the target is hit or stop loss is hit. I'm going to change the convert into an exit. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to say like, I want to revise my sell condition. My sell condition is nothing but my old sell condition, or if the target is hitting or stop loss is hitting. What is my old condition? Here is my old sell condition here. So this is my old sell condition. I'm also removing that excessive signals between sell and buy. I'm removing excessive sell signal so that it will always have one sell signal. Now that sell signal should happen, that exit will happen. If not, I'm going to check whether the target is hit or the stop loss is hit. So maybe I have to do this much earlier before the plot. So here is what I'm going to say, like sell equal to or probably I have to add the sell, right? Much earlier itself, much earlier before computing the stop loss itself. So what I have to do here is I have to do a couple of arrangements over here. So what are the arrangements here? First of all, when the buy condition is coded, it will go for either it will go for an target hit or a stop loss hit. All right. So that case, my entry price also changes. So how my entry is happening, I know that my entry is always at the close of the candle. So my buy price is always at the closing of the candle, close of the candle. Very simple. But my exit can happen for on various reasons. How an exit can happen? It can happen because of an MACD can turn to negative. MACD can turn to negative. It can exit the position, right? It can exit the position if MACD turns to negative, or it can also exit if the square of time is reached. Or I'm going to create one more sell condition over here, and the sell condition also can happen if the target is hitting or stop loss is getting hit. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to code, say like if my sell signal is happening, if already I am in sell, or if my target is hit, crossover of high comma buy target, if the buy target is hitting or my sell target is hitting, crossover of buy stops comma low. So this will look for whether the touch of the buy target, this will look for a touch of a sell signal targets. So now remember, buy target is calculated on the downside. We want to bring it to the upside. So I'm going to bring this to the upside. When I'm bringing it over here, let me bring it over here. Because when the buy price is calculated, after the buy price is calculated, that is where I can calculate my buy target and buy stop loss. And after that, I'm going to rechange my sell signal. And yeah, maybe after here, after the XRM, I'm going to plot that sell signal. Let me save the code here. So there is some issue. Always when these kind of things are happening, that means some coding issue is there. So probably we could have missed something over here. So buy stop. So I say like stops. So I have to mention a stops here, buy stops. So that's the reason it is throwing an error. So now we can see here is the entry, and exit is happening exactly at the touch of the level. You see that? The touch of the target, the exit is happening, which is fine. And followed by that, we also do what? We also do an XREM for sell comma buy also. We are doing an XREM. Now, this is done. Now, same way we have to implement for short signal also. So we have to calculate the short price. So after the short condition, right, I have to plot the short price. Short price equals close of the candle. Remember the difference between short and short price is that short is the condition, it will return either true or false. And short price is saying when the short condition is happening, at what rate I should enter. It will say like I should enter at the close of the candle, exactly at the close of the candle. That if you're reading the backtesting report, signal happens at the candle and the entry price is the closing of the candle. That is what the short price is here all about. Now the same thing goes with cover also. So once my buy price is calculated, I'm calculating the buy target and buy stop loss. Same thing goes with when I short price is calculated, automatically I am going to calculate what? My short target and short stop loss. So I'll bring this code over here. My short target and short stop loss is calculated when the moment my entry signal happened. All right. So my entry signal happened over here. Now what I'm going to do here, I am going to redefine my short signal. My short signal here is, I mean, not the short signal, but my cover signal. My cover signal is whether the cover signal happens over here or my cover signal is like, my cover signal also can happen, especially after the touch of a target or a touch of the stop loss. So I'll say like cover, my cover signal is my previous signal or I want to use the same thing over here. Cross off, high comma, short stops, or my cover also can happen if the target is hit. So short target, comma high, comma low. So in this case, the downside target is done. So this one goes over here because I have to remove excessive signals the moment XRM is done. So the moment the XRM is done. So what I'm missing here, I have to put it over here, and this exit happens over here. Save the code. So now you could see that entry and exit is happening properly, and here also entry and exit is happening properly. And now we have to issue one more fresh XRM over here, because again multiple sell signals are happening. So in order to avoid multiple sell signals, what you have to do, we have to issue a fresh one more XRM of fresh XRM, and one more XRM over here. So I'll bring this fresh XRM. This will remove excessive signals again. If there are any excessive signals which are created, automatically it will remove such kind of excessive signals. Short and cover. I think somewhere we are doing some small mistake because still it's generating multiple excessive signals. Let me check what was the issue. Here entry happened, exit happened exactly. Over here, touch of the level, it would have been touched over here. Here also exit signal is there, but it is generating multiple exit. So sell side, I'm just making some mistake. Buy side is correct. Whether the target is hit or stop loss, here the stop loss getting hit, automatically it is stopping those levels. So short side, I'm making a small mistake. Let me check what was the issue I'm making here. So buy and sell I calculated, same wise short and cover also I calculated. After that, I have to do an XREM. So first of all, let me do the XREM here. XREM, and then short price equal to close. Short price equal to, so it's there. I'm calculating the targets. Here also I'm calculating the targets. And after the targets, I have to put an cover signal, right? So I have to put a cover signal, and after the cover signal only I have to calculate the stop loss, hit or target hit. I guess let me comment everything, because if required we'll bring it. These things are not required. If it is required, we will bring it over here. So it looks like we need some sort of an XREM to remove excessive signals. So what's the issue? Still some issues are prevailing. I'll make it as XREM. Yeah. So now the new XREM code we brought in, so that one entry will have only one exit, and one entry, one exit, one entry and one exit, one entry and one exit. So the timing also I can change. So if at all I want to extend the fresh signals after 3 o'clock, also I want till 3 o'clock also, I can just simply change it to 3 o'clock, so that till the signal will continue till 3 o'clock. Fresh signals will be taken even at 2:45 also, it can go and take. So automatically I can control the timings. Or if I want signals, let's say I don't want the signals to happen. What is the time here? 9:35. Let's say I want after 10 o'clock only I want a signal. I want to eliminate it. I can eliminate that signal. You see that the signal got eliminated over here. If I want after 9 o'clock, signal will be present over here. So now this is a perfect bracket order strategy where I can place my entry. So this is my entry condition. So I am going to place my stop loss over here and I am going to place my target over here. Am I right or not? So this is my stop loss and this is my target. So we are done with the simple target and stop loss condition over here. Every time there was MACD positive crossover, it generates a buy signal. It comes with a target. Target is hitting automatically. Position should exit over here. Now go to the code over here. You could see that our trading conditions are done. So in the trading condition, what are the things we had implemented? We had implemented the signal start time, signal end time. We told MACD when to enter, when to exit the longs, and also how to calculate the stop loss, how to calculate the targets, buy side target, buy side stop loss, sell side target, sell side stop loss. Of course, target and stop loss, right? I can give it in terms of, I had hard coded over here. Instead of hard coding, what we can do here is I can put a value saying like target. So target equal to, I can get it from an input. I'll say like, I'm going to use a function called param. I'm going to say like target. I'll say by default, the value is 50, but I can also move the value from 1 to 100. 1 to 100 as the target. Likewise, stop loss. All these are in points, okay? Not in percentage terms. How to get it in percentage terms, I'll tell you what to do. I'm going to calculate the stop loss also. Let me put the stop loss here as well. Stops. Let's say like 20-point stop loss. So now the target and stop loss, I'm getting as an input from the user. So now if I save the code and you see that if I bring it to the charts here, right click, go to the parameters, reset all. So you'll be seeing the target and stop loss also. This target and stop loss, I have to code it dynamically over here. So what I'll do, I'll change this 50 into targets. This is my target. And the 20, instead of 20, I'm going to release, instead I'm going to make it a stops. So that my control is dynamically aligned. Target and stop loss, stops. So now I've saved the code. You could see that right click, I'll go to the parameters. I'll zoom the chart a little. Maybe I'll even go to 1 minute time frame chart. That will be even more interesting. So 1 minute supposed to be 1M. I'll be able to get through that 1 minute chart. See the target and stop loss. Maybe I'll zoom a bit so that we'll be able to see one particular part of the signal. So this, let's see the signal here. Here, if I adjust the target, right, I can give over here, I can slide the values. You can see that the target and the stop loss I can able to control over here dynamically. Same wise, this target also I can control. If the target is reached, automatically the signals will be placed immediately. Immediately the target will be hit. So you can see that the signals are changing according to my stop loss and target arrangement. These kind of visualization we can build easily using Amibroker. All right, that is what we will be teaching in Quanzilla program. So if you are not aware about Quanzilla, we are conducting an 75 hours of coding to build such kind of trading strategies. So you can go to quanzilla.in, where you will be learning in that entire 75 hours, you'll be learning how to do systematic trading, how to build your own custom indicators, how to build your own scanners, how to build your own alerts and dashboards, alerts to smartphones, alerts to pop-up alerts, sound alert, text alerts, all kind of alerts we will be presenting over here. And how to backtest a trading strategy, right? And of course, how to create an end-to-end trading strategy development, right? From how to design it, how to convert into orders, and then how to implement that trading strategy optimization, how to evaluate a trading strategy, how to build a long short trading strategy, how to build your own intraday trading strategy. Whatever right now we had seen is just a sample, right? However, we can create even more complex intraday trading strategies. Those kind of things will be discussed, and how to do an options backtesting, especially if you want to backtest straddles, strangles, or covered calls, how to backtest those ideas. And if you are having a pair trading ideas, how to backtest your pair trading ideas. Pair trading is like going long in Infi and shorting in TCS, or shorting in TCS and going long in TCS and shorting Infi, something like that. We'll be always having a hedged position, kind of a natural hedges we'll be always having. So kind of an way we can build something like statistical arbitrage kind of quant techniques we can practice over here, which is essentially practiced by those hedge funds. Now it's quite common among the retail traders also. Even retail traders are coming and practicing such kind of quant trading strategies. Now those kind of interesting strategies, using some of the quant models, we will be discussing in Quantzilla as well. It is not just about coding. Some of the strategies are more and more related to quant trading stuff as well. And not only that, we are also having an advanced section, where an advanced section is mostly about automation, where you'll be learning about the trade management. You'll be learning about position sizing, different styles of position sizing, and how to manage those position sizing using execution rules and risk management functions, how to use those risk management functions, especially while taking care of automation, order slicing, trade adjustments, hedging, scalping the spreads, multi-leg strategies, and arbitrage strategies. These are the thing you'll be learning in the Quantzilla Advanced. Of course, Quantzilla Advanced for the people who already know Amibroker, how to code. If you are very, very new to Amibroker coding, right? If you feel like Amibroker is for me, where I can create my own trading strategies, where I can design my own trading strategies, I can create my own buy and sell signals. Now, those kind of people can go for Quantzilla Basics, especially this is for non-coders. Only if you are completing this Quantzilla Basic session, you will be eligible to go and get the Quantzilla Advanced program. All right. So now, along with this, you also get an access to the courses portal. So courses.marketcalls.in, where you can go and get the access to the all the recorded videos as well. So already last session we had done in last quarter, we had done a session on Quantzilla Basics and Quantzilla Advanced. So in the Quantzilla Basic and Advanced section, all the videos will be posted and all the recording videos will be presented to you, and you will be getting an 1 year of access to watch all those recordings, all those course access, all those trading codes, everything will be presented over here, right? So this alone contributes to almost 100 plus hours. The old session, it almost contributes 100 plus hours. Plus, you also get access to a couple of more add-on courses. Like there is a specialization courses only on scanners and exploration, specialization courses only on Amibroker backtesting, specialization courses only on automated trading, and specialization courses are only about how to things you need to know about full-time trading. So those kind of specialization sessions also added over here, especially if you want to focus only on creating scanners and exploration. So here closely 100 plus scanners are presented over here. So those kind of codes, including the codes also, you'll be able to get from those particular sections. All right. So now let's see how to automate this. In order to automate, right, you need to have some sort of a bridge to your broker. Now that is where Algomojo comes into the picture. If you want to automate it, what you have to do is you have to connect with an bridge. In my case, I'm going to bring a web-based bridge here. So tj.algomojo.com. So if you are aware about Algomojo, Algomojo is an execution platform, web-based free execution platform, which you can send orders to multiple brokers. So right now we've been already integrated with the 4 brokers. We had integrated with Alice Blue, Trade Genie, Zebu, and probably one more broker, enrichen.algomojo.com. We're also right now working on Upstocks as well. So we've been working on Upstocks. I think very soon, probably currently it is in progress. I guess most likely we will be going live with the Upstocks in a week's time. That is more or less, it is given that Upstocks we are planning to go live within a week. So coming back to the topic here, so multiple broker execution can happen at one single place. And if somebody is having opening and trading account with Algomojo, automatically they enjoy free access to the complete platform, free API, and free trading terminal. So what Algomojo itself is an nothing but a trading terminal. Let me show you. Let me log into one of the account here. So I'll go to one of the broker's account. I'll log in with the broker credentials. So I'm gonna enter my credentials over here. So I enter my 2FA login and password. So this itself will be acting like a trading terminal. Almost every broker terminal will be looking like the same thing, where I can see I can place manual orders also. I don't need to log into the broker terminal as such, because this itself will be acting like a trading terminal, because this is the trading terminal. So I can send orders. I can go and check out in the order book. I can also watch out all my trades, executed orders under trade book. If there are any positions which are running, I'll be able to see it under positions book. So here, if you want to send automatically, you have to use something called API. So this API contains an API key and API secret key. Of course, you should not expose to anybody. If you feel your API key and API secret key is exposed, you can always regenerate, so that a new API key and new API secret key will be generated instantly. So that remember that this API key and API secret key, you should not share with anybody. You have to keep it secretly. This is the one which is used to send orders to your from Amibroker to your broker. You have to use this API key and API secret key. Now that is what I'm going to integrate over here. I had a ready-made module for doing that. So let me pull up that ready-made module over here. So here is the ready-made module. I'm going to bring it into the Algomojo. So this part you will be learning in the upcoming session. So what I'm going to done here is I had built this module. This is the execution module. You'll be learning mostly in the advanced section how to build this kind of execution module, like how to send orders. So here, what I'm doing here is that I'm just trying to send an bracket order. You can see that I'm trying to send a place BO order. The place BO order stands for bracket order. I'm sending the target. I'm sending the stop loss. You see that I'm just sending the buy target minus entry price, and the entry price minus buy stop loss. In my case, my square of value, right? It is my target value. The target value I had already calculated over here. So what is that target value I calculated? It is buy target. This is the value I calculated. But I have to, this is the actual value. But however, I will not send actual value. From my buy price, I will calculate the targets. So that will becomes like buy price minus my buy price, okay, and my entry price minus buy stop. That will give me the stop loss in absolute value. So again, buy price. This will send the entry signals. So which contains what? Which here is also create controls. So this control over here is an Algomojo execution module. See that? I'm going to remove these things. So now it contains three modules over here. One is the trading logic, and this is the execution logic part, which will convert your buy and sell signals into orders. This is the module. However, these modules, right, you'll be able to find in the Algomojo platform itself. You can, if you go to the Algomojo platform, if you go to tool section, if you go to the Amibroker modules, you can find a lot of execution modules. Right, so like button trading module, or if you want to send on chart-based trading using simple market orders. So likewise, it'll be if you want to send an automated orders or timing-based executions, button trading or option modules. So these are like how to develop such kind of modules. These are a lot of examples. These are not real life scenarios. Something like Algomojo chart AFL, you can download it and you can directly attach with your signal code. Some of them are sample signals, how to send option orders, how to send a pair trading orders, how to send in smart orders. With some sample strategy, it would have been discussed here. You can download this code and you can build your own module. Right? If not, you can always check with the Algomojo team. They will be assisting you on onboarding. They will check if there is that particular execution module is available. In that case, they will be sending you those execution module. So you build your strategy, you connect your strategy with the execution module, then you're good to go. So whenever the buy signal is triggered, automatically the order will go to for execution here immediately. So now I'll save the code. You see that algo is disabled. Now if I go to the parameters and if I enable the algo mode to enable, automatically algo will be enabled. It will be constantly looking for signals. When the signal is happening, automatically it sends the orders to the broker. All right, but it is not that simple. There are a lot of challenges you will be facing. Let me tell you what are the challenges you will be facing, because that is the reason I came up with an article. Because when you're creating an backtesting module, it is not that easy. You have to understand a couple of things you need to understand while creating a backtesting module. So what I had done here is I had completely created a list of things that you should consider while building a backtesting module. Creating a market order module, it's very easy. But when it comes to creating a bracket order module or cover order approach, you have to take care of something else. So what are those? Those are 10 points I had discussed over here. So what is a bracket order? So this is a bracket order. You can see that when the bracket order is sent, it comes with a target price, it comes with an entry price, and it comes with a stop loss price. So immediately 3 orders will be placed. So ensure you are downloading the latest bridge. So here we had launched a multi-order bridge. You have to go and download that multi-order bridge. So download this bridge. So this bridge, you can use it to send signals to Amibroker. You can send the signals to MetaTrader. You can use it to send it to MT4, MT5, Excel, or C# platforms. If you're using any C# based trading tools, or if you're using any Python based trading tools, using that, you can send it to multiple brokers simultaneously. Let's say you are having an account with TradeGenie and you're having an account with Alice Blue and you're also having an account with Enrich. One signal, if it is coming, you can fire it simultaneously to multiple brokers, to your multiple accounts. Maybe this is your account and this is your wife account, or maybe your account and your another account in another broker. You can fire simultaneously to multiple brokers. Right, so you have to download the bridge from here. So there is a download section is there. You can go and download it, and you can follow the instructions how to download it, how to set those bridge. Everything has been explained over here. All right, so this bridge is a new bridge, and that later than once you're done with that bridge installation, you have to go and download the token ID. So token ID is something which is mandatory for sending the bracket order. So how you can get the token ID? You have to go to the portal. So tj.algomojo.com. Here you have to go and get, let's say you're punching for Reliance. So go and check the Reliance, go and get the security info. Here is the token ID. This token ID is very important. So you have to copy this token ID and come to your code. Right click, go to the parameters. So you have to mention the token ID over here. That means it understands that you're sending orders to Reliance. This is only for bracket orders. Only for bracket orders, you have to send the token ID also. And followed by that, you have to specify your API key, API secret key, which you know that where to get. You have to go to the My API section, copy the API key, copy the API key over here, and copy the API secret key also. Copy the API secret key as well. So now we are good to go with orders. So whenever the trade is getting executed, it will execute. But there are still some more problems you will be facing. But let me tell you what kind of problems you will be facing. You see these levels, the target levels and stop loss levels. Here it is fine. It's nothing to do with that. Because here we're using point-based signals. So you don't get much of issues over here. In this particular code, it is good to go. Whenever the buy signal is happening, it will automatically send the target and stop loss. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simulate the orders here, right? So that is what I'm going to do here. Also, I'm going to go through the list of functionalities that you should consider. Oops, where I missed it. So this is the article you can find from marketcalls.in. Time to time, I'm posting about various things on automation, how to send orders, how to send multiple orders, right? So various things I've been continuously talking about automation with Amibroker, automation with Python platforms, Amibroker platforms, MetaTrader platforms, Excel platforms, all those things are discussed over here. So I had written an article about things to consider while building a bracket order. That is what we are seeing step by step. So we seen bracket orders. We seen like how to install the multi-broker bridge. It's a bridge you have to install, download it. So let me download also here. Download the bridge and install the bridge. So let me install the bridge over here. This is a one-stop bridge for all your installation purpose. So let me open this. In my case, I already installed it. Okay. So you have to go and install this one. In my case, I had already installed it. So if you already installed it, you'll be able to see under C drive. If I go to C drive, you'll be able to see under Windows. You'll be able to see this AM bridge. This AM bridge contains Amibroker bridge, C# bridge, Excel bridge, MT4 bridge, MT5 bridge also. So if you go to Amibroker bridge, you have to go and run the script. There is a specific script is there. You have to go and run this particular script. So all those instructions are clearly mentioned in that particular guidelines. So you have to go and follow these guidelines basically. So once the installation is completely done, right, and then you have to go and get the token ID. That also we had done, and then ensure that quick AFL is turned off. So this is for security purpose we am doing here. So this is only for only a coder should do that. If you know what you're doing, only those people have to do that. I'm just doing it for a reason, because why I'm doing here is, otherwise, let's say if the signals here, if I'm going for a zoom, sometimes what happens here, the target lines and stop loss lines are not disappearing. Whereas if I remove this line from the code, at times you may not get those target lines and stop loss lines sometimes. So in order to avoid that confusion, I'm adding this. All right. So maybe we'll talk about this quick AFL in detail when we are in Quanzilla section. We'll be talking about this quick AFL. You'll be learning much about this quick AFL, so that the target and stop loss, once it happens, it will not disappear at all. Properly, it happens. Touch of the level, it automatically it stops those levels. Now that is the third part. Getting the input parameters. We had coded our input parameters, right? So here I coded my input parameters. This is a different strategy. Here I'm using a percentage based target and percentage based stop loss. So remember, when I using a percentage based target and percentage based stop loss, your target calculation will be coming something like this. In case of Nifty, right? Your stop loss will be coming like 122, 820.33. You cannot place order at 0.33. You know that, right? You cannot place orders. You have to round it off to the nearest tick size. So I have to say, like, instead of placing orders at 12820, I want to plot at 30. So this way I can send orders exactly at this level, but I cannot send orders to this level. I can only send orders to this level. So I have to normalize these towards the tick size. This problem you will face if you are sending orders in a percentage based target or stop loss. In our case, we don't need that because we are using point based stop loss, point based target or stop loss. We don't need to normalize over here. We can straight away send those target and stop loss. We can directly send the target or stop loss. We can send it to the exchange directly. Whereas if you are using a percentage based stop loss, you have to normalize it to the nearest tick. We have to allocate and then we have to round it off to the nearest tick. So now let me scroll down. You have to also enable logs also. Ensure that there are a lot of trace logs. It is enabled in your module. For any troubleshooting purpose, you have to use this trace logs. You see here, I'm also enabling the trace logs function here. So this trace logs in my code, I'll show you the code here. In my execution code, you'll be saying a lot of trace log section. So you can see that a lot of trace logs is there. I have written a lot of trace logs so that if something, whatever you're doing, everything will be captured in a log. So you go to window, you go to the log section, you try to enable the algo, disable the algo, everything will be captured. So whatever I want to capture, whatever the user is doing. So I'll go to the trace log section. I'm enabling, let me clear everything. I'll enable it. So automatically it says like I'm enabling. If I disable it, automatically it says like what I had done at what time, or when the order is passed from Amibroker. Is the Amibroker really sent any orders? Everything I can capture it from this dashboard. All right. So let's say if now I'm all set now. I'm enabling the strategy. I'm also telling my system which broker I should send the algo. I'm sending like you send the orders to the Trade here. So TJ stands for Trade, AB stands for Alice Blue. So this is nothing but a broker code which you use to log in. So if you're logging into tradegenie.algomojo.com, the TJ is the variable. If for something like Alice Blue, it is ab.algomojo.com. Something like Zebu, it is zb dot algomojo.com, and something like for Enrich it is en.algomojo.com, and for something like Upstock it will be up.algomojo.com. So currently that is in progress. So going forward, more and more brokers will be getting onboarded. So one single place you can send orders, or one single place you can send orders to multiple brokers also using this. So once you're done with that, we also taken that symbol ID, token ID. I think now let's see the remainder of the things what we need to cover. All right, so we enabled proper logs. We computed the target and stop loss, which we had done here. And what else? Plotting the tick adjusted to stop and targets. That is also done. So one more thing when it comes to execution is that you see here, I am used sell equal to short equal to cover equal to 0. So this is for if I'm using long entry, I have to use sell equal to short equal to cover equal to 0. However, if I'm using a strategy condition, right? I don't need sell and cover. I don't want to send sell order or cover order because my entry order itself contains the exit order also. So I don't need sell or cover over here. In that case, what I'll do, I'll mention, I'm going to do a small change in the coding condition over here, because when the buy is happening, the buy condition itself sending the sell signal. So I don't need to worry about this sell condition over here. So in that case, wherever there is a sell is there, I'm going to change it into a slightly modified sell price. I'm going to say instead of sell, right, I'm going to replace the sell value with, I'm going to replace with I sell. Okay. So I'll say like replace. I'm replacing everything here. Only in the module, only in this module, I replaced everything. Likewise, the cover also, I'll replace it with I cover. I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for a reason. So replace, replace, replace. Replace, replace. So all the cover, oops, I'm making a mistake here. I've done a mistake. I messed up. Not an issue. I can fix it. What I have to do here is, so I better I remove the code here, because this is a code I'm gonna recreate again because I'm having that module. So I'll go here. Here is the module here. Totally, I'm having this module. Copy this module. I'm gonna bring it back here. So plot signals. So below the plot signals, I'm gonna bring it, which is fine. And what I had messed up is like here it's supposed to be I cover, and here it's supposed to be I sell. And likewise, wherever there is an all these multiple I have to make it go away. So I'd say like Control H, all these multiple I, replace all. So everything goes away. So I sell is here. I don't want to sell because why I don't want to sell, let me tell you. I don't want to sell here because The sell signal is what I'm just going to capture it, and then I'm going to send it in the execution module. In this execution module, what I'm doing, I am trying to send orders. I'm just capturing this buy, sell, short, and cover. We don't want to send a sell order. We don't want to send a cover order. So what I'm doing, I don't want to send a buy order, and I only want to send only the buy order and the short order, which is the entry orders. So these are the entry orders. Go long and go short is what I want to send, because that itself it's going to send an bracket order along with entry and along with exit itself. It's going to send along with that target and stop loss also. That buy signal itself, when it's generating, immediately we're going to send over here. So I don't want to send any sell order or cover order. So that is the reason I'm going to specify particularly that my exit price. So exit, I'm going to make it as sell equal to 0 and cover equal to 0. So these are the two things I have to specify over here. I can specify like this, or I can also say like sell equal to 0 and sell equal to cover equal to 0. Like this also I can send it. Either way I can say like this. So for simplicity purpose, I'll keep it like this. So that means I'm not going to send any sell order or a cover order, because when I'm sending the buy order itself, whenever there is a buy, see that whenever there is a buy, automatically I'm sending a bracket order over here. So here I'm sending the bracket order. Automatically I'm sending a bracket order. Whenever there is an algo buy is true, automatically I'm sending a buy bracket order. Whenever the algo short signal is there, I'm sending the short cover order. That's how the module has been designed. So now I'll save the code. Now if I run this code, what will happen? The execution should happen. Exactly. So coming back to the Amibroker, a couple of issues are there with the code. Let's fix those issues. So this entry price, always I have to modify to buy entry price, buy price, and buy stops. Buy stops. So these are the two warnings which I got. I rectified it. So now if I send any orders, let's say one of the day, we'll go and simulate it. Right click on parameters, ensure that everything is correct. All right, so everything is perfect. I'll say like I want to send 7 lots over here, maybe 100 lots, 100 shares over here, 100 shares of Reliance. So right now, if I send any orders, right, it'll get it will be rejected because market is closed now. But let me show the simulation how it works. I'll go to November 30 and then I'll try to execute this. So for executing this, right, so there is a special feature called bar replay. You can go and test it out. After market hours, you can always test it out. So I'll go and select the 20th of November. 20th of November, and let me run the play function over here. So once the proper testing is done, then you can go and deploy your size only. So you have the total control of your entry execution. You can see here, let me pass the video here. The moment the order is sent, you will be getting a status okay, and the value is sent. Of course, you can go and check out the Algomojo platform as well. So you could have been see that order log, which contains only the algos which are fired from Amibroker or from MetaTrader. You'll be able to see those logs. So the order got fired over here. Same thing will be reflecting in the order book also. So this, the TCS, right, we placed manually. The Reliance is what we placed. For that Reliance, right, we also picked up we went to Reliance chart, and from here we also get the security info. From there we copied the token ID. From the token ID, using the token ID only, we had pasted the token ID over here. From the parameter box, we had placed the token ID over here. So that token ID is more important. If you are using the different token ID, you will be sending a different signals. All right. So why the log is necessary? Because this is the one which says like this is the time you are sending the order. So once the order is sent, immediately the very next second you'll be able to see that what is the result, how many quantity got punched, what signal happened, what was the next response, everything you'll be able to see from here. Which chart is sending that order, everything, it will be you'll be there, it will be available in the log also, and you can cross check with the timing. This is a entry timing, and here also there is one more log here. This log you can validate with the system log. So this log should more or less, it should match. That means what, you are able to see the delay, how much delay you are able to get in Amibroker as well as in the trading terminal. Hardly you will be seeing less than a second difference you'll be able to see there. Now the same thing, if the markets are live, automatically you'll be able to see. It will be sending 3 orders. You'll be able to see it in the order book itself. You'll be able to see currently, right? It is not sending 3 orders because the order straight away is getting rejected. However, if you are sending during market orders, market hours, if you are sending, it will be sent as 3 orders. So currently we are getting a message like, the margin is exceeding, like something like that we are getting over here. Probably we are sending using we're sending what we are using, we are sending using the different charts. We are using Nifty as a charts over here. Maybe I have to send using Reliance, right? So Reliance, let me send it with Reliance charts. So now let me try to simulate here. I'll try to simulate on what date. I'll try to simulate on November 17th. I'll go to November 17th and then I'll try to replay the November 17th activity. November 17th. I'm going to go and replay. So it does a bar replay over here. Make sure that you're scrolling to the end. So see that till 9:30, there won't be any plot of target and stop loss. Means when no trades are running, no stop loss will be plotted. Moment you get a signal, the target and stop loss you'll be able to get from here. You can configure multiple targets and multiple stop loss also. Okay, the signal happened over here. You can see that. Oops. So the signal happens over here. Let me pass over here. The same thing you'll be able to see as a fresh signals as well. You'll be able to see the fresh signals, and exit we are not taking over here. When the automatically this target level and this stop loss level will be communicated in the bracket order itself. The bracket order goes with multiple orders. But in our case, again, it will be rejected because the exchange is not open. So automatically this order also gets rejected over here. So you'll get to know what is the reason it is getting rejected. Right? So maybe you need some additional margins or something like that. So 100 shares, you need more margins. So margin is not sufficient in this case because the test account is having a minimal fund size. Right? So you can see your funds, you can see your holdings. If you're having any holdings, you'll be able to see your holdings over here. And you can also close your holdings from here itself. If you want to add more, you can go to the market depth and you can buy more from here. Automatically, you can add an CNC order. Automatically, you can buy it from here also. So you can control everything like as if you are trying to come. You're trying to bring it. You're trying to trade in your own trading platform. This trading platform itself designed for scalpers and intraday players, so that you can go and quickly place orders at a click of a button. So immediately you'll be go and able to see it in the order book. That's how it has been designed here, so that you don't need to run from your trading terminal, bridge, and then Amibroker, and then a lot more interfaces. You have only 2 interfaces. One is Amibroker and another one is your Algomojo as a trading terminal. It will be acting like a trading terminal, and so you don't need to go anywhere. It will be accepting automatic orders, and it also it will be also functioning like a bridge also. All right. So that way the order has been sent, and it gets fired from the exchange, and it will be communicated and translated into orders. So I guess with this, we are done with the session here. So these kind of strategies, how to create. So we are going to discuss a lot of strategies in Quanzilla. And on top of that, lot more, we're going to start everything right from the scratch. Of course, today we haven't started right from the scratch, but I guess today's session would have given you a fair idea how to design your own trading systems. What are the things you should consider? So if you are not sure about building a bracket order, go and see this link. I'll also send this link under the YouTube channel. I'll also post this link also. So this is the important thing, that how you have to build your strategies right from the scratch, how you have to build it. Now, of course, the thing is that I also need to add along with the signals, right? I also want to display what order it is. So I'll copy this information also. There's a copy button over here. I'll copy this and I'll add it to my code. Okay. I'll add it to my code so that it will say like why the entry and why the exit is happening. Let me check if I can able to make something better. I'll add it along with the buy and sell signal. So yeah, so I guess it should work out. Let's see. It is not, because I have to use something like I sell price. So here I have to code the I sell price over here. And of course I could have coded in the section itself. So here I would have coded already I sell price. So this is the I sell price. Copy it. I'll bring it to the code over here. And then I also say like I have to bring a variable called target hit or stop hit. So I have to determine whether my target is hit or my stop loss is hit. Again, that also I have to bring it from the functions over here. Let me bring that also, because this is a different code. I'm just bringing it from there. So all these are modules. Once you are coded your modules, right? It's like copy and paste those modules only. You don't need to sit and code every time. So sitting and coding is for the first time if you are understanding the code. Once you're done with that, so see, I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to add it to part of my code, and that's how we can build the code over here. Quickly, we can build the code. We don't need to spend more time on that code anymore. So this will track when my target is hit, when my stop is hit, when my square of time is hit. Of course, there is only one price over here. It's not entry price. I'm going to make it as buy price over here. So now everything should be proper. Now you can see here, I'm able to get the long entry, and why the exit is happening. I should be able to get those levels also. So long entry, wherever the long entry is happening, I'm able to track those long entry. And I don't know, maybe I'll go to the parameters. So target and stop loss, right? I kept it very far away. So I'll say like 5-point stop loss. Target is something like 20 points, okay, or 10 points. So here, what time we entered, what time, whether that's, if the stop loss is hit, it automatically says stop loss is hit over here. If target is hit, anywhere the target is hit, it will say like target is hit, those kind of things. Here you'll be able to see that the target is hit. That's the reason it was coming for an exit. This I coded here for long entry and long exit. Likewise, I have to code for short entry and short exit also. So what I'll do, I'm going to do the same thing again here. I had done, this is for long targets. Same thing I have to design for short targets also. So what I'll do, I'll copy this. This is for stop target hit. Stop, not short target hit, short stop hit, and short square of time is reached. It is not a sell, it's supposed to be a cover signal, exit signal, cover, again a cover, and a cover again, cover. So here I had designed my cover signal also. Now I'm able to understand when the target is hit, when the stop loss hit, when the stop square of time is hit. One more thing I have to calculate over here, which is nothing but so I cover, we had done that. So I want to measure like how we measure the I sell price. Likewise, we have to measure the I cover price also. So my I cover price goes like this. My I cover price. It can happen when the target is stop loss is getting hit. I have to say like short stops. or if the target is getting hit. If the target is getting hit, then target is my entry point. Else next bar open, I'm gonna enter at my I cover price. So once I done with the I cover price is done, that is my exit for shorts. Same thing I had done with target hit, stop hit, and square off timings. Now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna copy the same module. I'm gonna use the plot text. So here is where I'm calculating the PNL for sell. Same thing, I'm gonna do the PNL for buy also. I mean PNL for short. PNL for short. I'm gonna calculate using I cover price. My entry price is short price, and here also I'm gonna see like short price as my entry price, and instead of I sell price, I'm gonna use I cover price. Here short target hit, short stop hit, short square of time, and instead of this buy, right, I'm gonna make it as like instead of buy, I'm gonna make it as short. So I guess the rest everything, right? This buy var, I'm gonna change it to short var because I already used it in the above, and this is cover var. So likewise, wherever I'm using buy var, I'm gonna change it to short var, and wherever I'm using sell var, I'm gonna change it to cover var. Here also cover var. Here also cover var. Of course, I know what I'm doing, and since the time is limited, I'm not teaching those things here. So there are no coding issue. So now coding is full-fledged. You can go and check it out. Each and every signal, it will be plotted when the long entry happened, or if at the same time square off is also hitting. And of course, it's not a square off time. It's supposed to be something different, right? So maybe I'm just doing a small mess up here. So what is the issue? The issue is with the here. So this is stop hit, and this is a target hit. This is not buy target, of course. This is supposed to be short target. No. This is supposed to be the short target. This is supposed to be the short target. And see, if the stop is hit, we have to say like cross of high comma short stop. So I guess now short stop. What is the variable for short stop? Short stops. It is actually short stops. Save the code. Ensure that everything is proper. Things are proper, you'll be getting a long entry. And again, one more mess up we are doing over here. You see the exit over here. This exit, it should contain two signals. One is supposed to be a short exit, and at the same time, it is also entering a short. So that is not happening. So short signal, we are not capturing it properly. Square of time hit is happening properly. It's also calculating the PNL value also. What is the net PNL value? Long entry is happening. Square of time, of course, the square of time is coming not properly. So we have to fix that square of time also. So what we are missing here? Oh, the PNL short. This is supposed to be PNL short, right? So PNL short. So that is one thing which we missed it. And what else we missed? Long entry is coming properly. And short exit, of course. When there is a short, I have to mention as a short entry. That is a problem here. I have to say like short entry, and I'll say like short target hit, and short stop is hit, and short square of time is hit. Whereas here I'll say like long entry, long target hit. At least we know which one we are missing, which one we are not missing, and long square of target is hit. Long square of target is hit. Save the code, apply the code. So here what we are missing here. Now long entry is happening, short entry is also happening here properly. Again, long entry is happening, short entry is happening properly. Long exit signal, we are getting an square of time hit. That means we mapped something wrong with the short square of time. Exits are not happening properly. Entry is now mapped properly, right? So now exit, we have to check what the thing which is going wrong. So anyways, it should be properly coded. Let's go and check it out. What is the issue we are doing with exit signals? So exit signals, I'll go and check out the exit signals. Maybe, so the one thing you see here the buy and our sell I had coded, but however, this should be short and cover. That is a problem, I think. So that also we need to fix it. I and cover, save the code. And now I guess everything should be proper. Is it proper? Not yet. Maybe even in that case, even still we are something we are missing here. What is we are missing here? Entries are perfect. Yeah, exit is also perfect. Long exit is happening properly. Long exit is happening properly. Short entry is also happening properly. Short exit is also happening properly. You can see that. So everything is happening properly here. Even the short exit, everything is happening properly over here. But only one problem is that the short exit is also happening 2 times. It is trying to do over here sometimes, right? So it is, if the stop here, the stop is also getting hit. Square off is also coming here. Of course, it's not a square of time. We need to check why the issue with the square of time is merging. That is the only place it is creating an issue, where short also getting hit and square of time is also getting reached at the same time. So means this cover where is something it's going wrong in this case. I cover price. So I cover price when the PNL is like I cover price minus short price. This is fine. So what we are missing here? Something we are missing here in the I cover price. Because this is the only place it is making a double signals. Rest all the places it has been fixed. Only when the square of time is getting hit at the same time, it is mentioning saying that square of time is also hit at the same time. Stop also getting hit, right? That is what it is happening here. Of course, it should be a target is hitting. So here the sell signal happened and short entry happened over here at the same time. Short exit, it's supposed to be a short exit, right? Let's see, short exit is not happening. Instead, something else is happening. So what is the wrong? So maybe we are making a small mistake here. So let's see that maybe some comparison issues, it is most likely. Short target, if it is hit, I cover and cross off short target, comma low, which is well and good. Stop target hit, that is also perfect. Short square of time, that condition is also perfect. If short signal is happening, we'll say short entry, that is coming properly. Stop target hit. Stop, short stop hit and short square of time hit. So what is the issue which I'm making here? That's the only one thing that I have to fix it. It should be a small issue only. Maybe something we are missing here. Short and cover, short variable, short price, cover variable, cover price. We are also using penal for short, penal for short also proper. I cover is equal to what? I cover price, I mean exit price minus entry price. That is our profit and loss statement. I cover price also, I think we had placed it over here. So I cover price also we have done that. What else we are missing? Any idea what we're missing here? Short price minus I cover. No, I cover is an. I don't think it's an I cover. It is only we have to use the pricing variable. So only if the short signal or cover signal is getting triggered, it will happen here. What I am missing here is probably if short is happening, that's fine. Exit can be because of these three conditions. The thing is that simultaneously we are getting an overlapping values, which we should not get ideally. Just give me a second. So as far as me is concerned, let's do a small troubleshooting here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to disable this target hit for time being. Also, I'm going to say like the stop target is hit. First of all, I'm going to fix one by one. You can see that square of time is getting reached at some different value. It's supposed to be right. It means some square of target is not coded properly. Then the square of time, we just trace the square of time here. So maybe something I'm missing over here. Square of time is like I cover and time num should be greater than square of time. So that square of time here, short square of time, right? You can go and check it out. Short square of time is equal to your exit condition. And at the same time, square of is also getting hit over here. So SQ off is the value of SQ off is correct. That is what we need to check. SQ of time. SQ of time is like 15, 15. It should be greater than or equal to, right? So, but still the condition is not properly mentioned over here. Somehow this itself trying to assign to the target hit. Somewhere we are making a mistake here with target hit. Every target hit, it is trying to bring that. You see, instead of target hit, so somewhere the target hit is also matching along with that. So let's see where is that target hit. So anyways, I'm not plotting the target hit. So what I'm missing here? Cover variable. So maybe this is the one which is creating an issue. Maybe no. If short stop or square of time is there, what else I'm missing? Just a small troubleshooting only. Long entry is perfect. Long exit is also perfect. You can see that long stop loss is hitting. At the same time, short entry is also taking. The problem is only with the short exit timings. So the rest, everything is fine. Only the short exit, we have to fix it. LL and HL problem. So no, I mean, there's nothing to do with that. It is offset. Even here also, it is an offset, I guess. There's nothing to do with that. This is an offset. So maybe if any issues, I cover price, it can have an issue, but I cover price is proper. Cover signal is also proper. There are no issues with the I cover or crossovers conditions. There also it is proper. So followed by the cover. So here you remember that I'm using I cover over here. I'm not using cover because we are sending bracket orders. And what else we are doing over here? We are trying to put I cover, that I cover stars also coming properly. Indications are coming properly. Only the text notations are not coming properly over here. Maybe this logic I'm just messing up somewhere. So let's do a small troubleshooting over here, right? So let's say like I will disable this and I will enable the stop target hit. If it is there, I should be getting that stop target hit. That is coming properly, okay? So if the stop loss is hit, I'll remove this and then I'll put a stop target hit. You see that stop target hit also, here it is coming properly, where the long stop loss is hit. Let me have one value where the stop target is hit. So here, short stop target is hit. So short stop target is also hit. That is also coming properly. And what is this short target hit also coming properly. So everything is proper. Now only one thing is wrong, which is nothing but the square of timing. So that square of timing is the only thing which is not matching. Long stop is hit. That is also coming over here. So what else is missing here? So maybe this short square of time. Let's go back to the short square of time. Am I not including the condition properly? It's I cover and time num is greater than. I have to go to I cover. So where is I cover here? So here is I cover. So I cover and I short. So only one issue is there. With that, we are going to fix everything. So I cover equal to, here is where the I cover definition is. Likewise, I sell definition is also over here. Followed by that, we are doing one more round of XREM, which is fine. So I cover price is also not a big deal. I cover is also proper. You can see that I sell is also proper over here. Same wise, I cover is also proper. Just only one single place that we are missing here. So what is that? Conditions are picture perfect. I can say something here. I can add some more condition and maybe let's see this condition. It should ignore that. It should be I cover and at the same time it should be square of time. That should not mess up. but it is messing up. I don't know, only this condition, we're getting the cover price. So everything points to this place only. I cover and time num, if it is greater than or equal to square of time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do one simple technique, a very simple technique for troubleshooting. I'm going to disable all the signals. I'm going to plot only the cover signals. Okay. I'm going to right click and I'm going to line comment. That means all the lines will get commented. All the signals will disappear. Save the code. And I'm also going to comment all those target hit buy, all those things. I'm going to comment it. So everything I'm commenting. Only where the cover signal is getting happening. That's what I'm just going to check. It's saying like square of time is hit, square of time is getting hit. So the square of time itself, it is showing a signal over here. However, I don't need a signal there. That is the problem. The signal itself a problem there. It is also showing a signal. So signal itself a problem in the sense, that means what? The I cover is getting generated. You can see here, this I cover signal is generating, that's fine. But I cover, it can generate, but at the same time, it is also generating square of timing. Means everything is pointing to only this condition over here, I cover and time num. If it is greater than or equal to square of time, SQ of time. So we have only one SQ of time here. Okay, one problem that we've been doing here is like the square of time greater than or equal to square of time over here. And in cover also, I'm going to mention the same thing. Greater than or equal to square of timing. Greater than or equal to square of timing. However, this square of time, there are no issues. So this thing has to go away. Just give me a second. Just a simple thing that we've been making us. I can test it in a very easy manner, that I'm going to make that signal also go away from those locations. What I'm going to do here is very simple tactics I'm going to follow here. I'm going to say like I cover. I'm not going to check for any target or stop loss. I'm just going to present as it is. So in this case, you can see that still that square of timing is getting hit. Okay. So I'm going to remove that square of timing conditions from here. I cover. Let's see, even if in this case also, if it is getting hit, let's see. Even in this case also, the square of timing is hitting. So square of time. So what I'm thinking here is that so Habib is saying that square of time param value is overwritten by assignment for by. No, of course not. It's not overwritten. Nothing will get overwritten over here. We are not assigning anything to the square of time. This is the only place we are using square of time here, and one over here, and a couple of things over here as well. Nowhere we are overwriting anything over here. We are just using only for comparison. What else? What else we are missing here? Only one small thing that we are missing here. It's a missing puzzle piece. So I cover and time now. Maybe I'll do one thing for time being. I'll disable this particular condition, and we'll complete the session here. Maybe I'll post the solution here once I am done with that. So I'll enable the rest of the variables. Time being, we'll comment only this square of time. Nothing to do with that. Anyways, the exit will happen properly. But the thing is that the label is not happening at proper location. That is the thing. But rest everything is happening at proper location. All the short entries and long exit. So long stop loss is hitting. Our stop target is hitting for the stop loss. Everything is coming properly. Only a small troubleshooting that we have to do. Anyways, I'll be posting the code in the market calls portal, and I'm also sending you the link with that simple things. The only thing is that I am disabling at this point of time the short square of time. All right. So let me take a couple of questions here. If you have any questions. So what Habib is saying, that search for all square of time, I can see it getting overwritten. Okay. So that's what he's saying. Let me check. So one beauty with Amibroker is that if you click on square of time, right? So 6 square of time, there is the only place we are assigning. Let me check, am I assigning anywhere else? So this is a comparison with that square of time. Here also I'm doing that comparison. Maybe I can say like greater than or equal to here as well. So now it's not a big deal. And again, square of time. Yes, there is a one problem over here. I'm assigning to square of time, right? It is supposed to be long square of time. That's the problem. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Habib. Yeah, that's the problem. So it's supposed to be a long square of time. Maybe I'll change everything to long target hit, long stop loss hit. So one of the variable is getting unfortunately overwritten. So we should have used something like this. So now I guess the issue would have been sorted out. Yes, of course. That's a small issue. Let's see. So I'm going to change this to long target hit and long stop hit and long square of time. This square of time is something different. It's not the square of time of, it is a condition over here. I guess now the complete condition would have been completed over here. Thanks to Habib for finding that small issues. Rest everything is done properly. And of course, all the things are coded properly over here. All the indications also done properly over here. So this is a fully functional code is ready here with targets and stop loss. And yes. So let me stop the session here. If you have any questions, we can take questions here. So I want to do XLS. So if you want to do an XLS, right? So what you can do is you can write in VB script. Probably I'll be coming up with a lot of examples, but for time being, there is an Excel tutorial is over there. You can go and check out the Excel tutorial. The Excel tutorial is there in Market Calls website. You can go and check out. I think there is a Excel tutorial over here. How to send bulk orders from Excel sheet to multiple brokers. The video is also there in the portal, how to use this Excel sheet. So basically the Excel sheet, right? Once you're done with the installation, the bridge installation, let me go to the bridge installation path. So I'll go to the C drive, Windows, if you go to the AM Bridge installation folder, you'll be able to see an Excel file. Now, using this Excel file, you can send orders to multiple brokers. You can you can fill the API keys, you can fill the secret keys, and then you can transmit orders to the different brokers. So first thing first, you have to go and check out how to install the Excel bridge. So always go and check out the installation setup. And from the installation setup, you should be able to send all those informations into your Excel sheet. So here is the Excel sheet, enable the content. And from here, you can send orders for multiple accounts or multiple brokers also. You can send multiple place orders, multiple bracket orders, any number of data. You can send it in one shot using these information. You can set different target, different stop loss level for different symbols. Different symbols you can set different stop loss levels. And here also for place order also the same thing. You can use this Excel sheet to send bulk orders, to send limit orders, to send cover orders, to send any kind of orders. You can use it to send from this Excel sheet. Yeah, next question. Are you including Python in Quanzilla? Of course not. I'm not including Python in Quanzilla. Of course, thank Habib for pointing the small mistake. Yes, that's a small mistake. You know that. Can we implement trailing stop loss? Yes, we can implement anything using Amibroker, as long as it is a rule-based thing, right? We can implement anything in Amibroker, anything, as long as it is a pure rule-based, you can completely automate it. Is it really worth learning this for trading? Of course, if you want to automate it, right, definitely everything will be starting right from the scratch. Here, I'm just building a fully functional model like this, right from building a trading logic, right from troubleshooting, right from plotting the signals, and right from showcasing those signals in a textual format, and then even converting into an alerts also. But what you'll be getting in Quanzilla is that how to start everything right from the scratch, right from the very basic, how you'll be, you have to code. So how to understand these functions, how to use these functions, how to use these conditions. Like from a non-coder perspective, you will be able to learn. And yeah, even from an advanced learners also, how to create these kind of execution modules, how to use these, how to build these bracket order modules, those kind of things, you will get to know those execution modules over here, right? So yeah, that also will be taught in the advanced modules. So this is an execution module. However, if you are a beginner, right? So beginner, they can try to use some ready-made modules. They can go and test it out. If you don't have a ready-made module, then you have to build these kind of modules also, right? So you can easily build those modules. Now, it's not an rocket science. If you know the simple logic, how to send orders using Amibroker, that will be taught in the basic section also. So if you're a little bit advanced player, definitely you can create your own modules, especially like you want to modify the order, you want to cancel your own orders when certain event is happening. So those kind of places, you have to build your own execution module. That requires a lot of programming knowledge. But for building something like this kind of signals, however, assume that you don't want to automate it, but when the signals are coming, you want to punch the orders manually, then you can build only the trading logic. So that the trading logic part is what mostly concentrated in the basic section of Quanzilla, whereas the advanced is all about building both trading logic as well as the execution logic. So in the basic section, we'll be concentrating on how to plot those signals and how to build your trading system. That's what we will be focusing. And yes, we will also be focusing a little bit on the execution module, algo execution module, but we will not be fully focused on how to build and complete complex execution models like order modification, order cancellations. So those kind of complex execution strategies are a trailing stop loss, where every time the trailing stop loss is happening, the orders also get modified. The trailing stop loss will get modified on every bar. If there is a new stop loss is happening, the new stop loss will be updated in the Algomojo terminal. right? So that kind of things we will be discussing in the advanced modules, especially when you want to play with multi-legged option strategies, things will get even more complex. So those kind of complex modules we will be discussing in the advanced modules. Is there an auto trade? Of course, the Algomojo itself an automated trading module. Automatic trade goes into the exchange. Of course, 100% it goes to the exchange. So it goes to NSE, it goes to BSE, and it goes to MCX at this point of time, and even currencies also. Currencies, F&O, everything is possible. How to use Amibroker platform for option trading? Of course, how to use Amibroker for options trading. So something like you can use it for option backtesting also, but we will be doing some sort of an workaround to figure out those kind of things, like straddles or strangles. If you are a naked player, yes, you can build option tools. Even you can send when the signal is coming here, you can send an at the money options directly from the platform itself. You can send at the money orders, in the money orders, or out of the money orders to the automated trading terminal. That is also possible there. Can we call Algomojo functions from VB.NET? Of course, you can call those functions from the VB.NET. All you have to know is you have to go to the Algomojo section. Go to Algomojo here. You can call those APIs. So basically, these are the APIs which are responsible for sending the orders. So if you want to send and place order, right, then you have to call this particular API. This is for Alice Blue, and this is for Trade and this is for Zebu. And this is the information you have to pass it on to the terminal. This is the information in JSON format. You have to send it to the exchange. You can use C# or you can use VB script to pass any of these inputs, and automatically order gets executed, and you'll be getting a response also to your request. And you can use any script. Using this, you can see this documentation, and you can prepare your own VB script or Perl script. Any kind of scripting, you can use it to execute orders. Even Google script also. Google also supports something called Google App Script, right? Google Docs, inside itself, there is an app script is there. Using the app script itself, we can execute your orders. That is possible anyways. Is API data is free? Of course, this API, right? This is only an execution APIs. These are not, these APIs are not data APIs. So at this point of time, for data APIs, we are relying on Upstocks. Upstocks provide data APIs. Zerodha provides the data APIs. And there are also official data vendors like Global Data Feed, True Data. They also provide data API. But at this point of time, every vendors, they charge for the data APIs. There is nobody is giving a free API, data APIs. But execution APIs, most of the brokers are started providing at free of cost. Like brokers like Alice Blue, Zebu, Trade and many brokers, they are offering to Algomojo at free of cost. At least I don't know outside how it is, but to Algomojo, we've been having a tie-up with the brokers so that we are getting in touch with the brokers, and we are convincing them, saying that why don't you give the APIs at free of cost. So that's the reason both the API is also free here, and the platform is also free for the Algomojo users. Algomojo pricing is included in your account opening? Of course not. See, Amibroker is a Poland-based company, right? We are nowhere connected to Amibroker in terms of their products. We only teach Amibroker AFL programming. We build trading modules on top of Amibroker programming. If you want to get Amibroker, you have to go to amibroker.com and you have to purchase the license. Of course, the free license itself, it solves 95% of the thing. But once you're comfortable with that, it's good to have a license. In my case, right, you just simply go and check out, go to help and go to about Amibroker. Here you'll get to know which version and who's the owner of the license. You will get to know from here. It's good to have a license, because when you have a license, you get a lot of benefits in participating in the Amibroker forums. You can post your questions and you can get the answers answered by the experts. Algomojo is free. Absolutely, yes, it is totally free. Free for the users of Algomojo clients. Means those who are opening and trading account with Algomojo, they can open an account with Alice Blue or Tragini or Zebu across all the brokers. You will be getting an absolutely zero charges for API bridge, trading terminal. Right? Everything is free here. So all those details are mentioned in the blog. If you go to the blog, the very first blog explains what is free and what is not free, right? So the trading cost is free. Algomojo API platform is free. Data feed, you can arrange your own data feed or you can get it from us. Data API, if you want, you can arrange on your own or you can get it from us. Strategies, you can write your own strategies. Platforms, these are the platforms we are supporting at this point of time. We're also providing VPS servers, and brokerage charges is as per your broker. There is no restriction on the thing. There is no minimal commitment is required, and we also provide end-to-end chat support and integration support. All right. So if somebody is not a non-Algomojo clients, for them there will be a fee will be there, and of course 7 days trial will be there, and the trading terminal is free for both the Algomojo clients and non-Algomojo clients. So what we will be charging is that if in case if you want to automate it, it will be chargeable, but for placing manual orders, there won't be any charges. All right, so anybody can log in from the clients of anybody who is a client of Alice Blue. They can use it as a trading terminal at free of cost. But only if they want to do an automation, but it is not mapped under Algomojo, they will not get a free access. They have to pay a certain fee. Whereas if somebody opened an account with Algomojo, it's totally free of cost to them forever. And time to time, we'll be releasing a lot of execution modules. You can go and check out the Algomojo blog. So where time to time, we'll be talking about the installation guidelines. Any recent update which is happening in the Algomojo, I'm the one who is blogging over there. So you can get those informations over here as well. So is there some samples available? That is a question from Habib. Yes, of course. I'm going to publish those Excel-based VB.NET functions also. So I'll be probably posting for both .NET. I had already coded it. I'll be posting it shortly. For MT4, MT5, I'm going to coming up with mostly coming week. I'm going to post those VB-based functions, C#-based functions. I'm going to write all those libraries. Already the libraries are already built. So on top of that, I'm going to build those samples as well. I'll be posting it probably by Monday. You can expect those tutorials in market calls and as well as in the Algomojo blog. And Python, already we had done that. Python, if you ask. So if you go and check out, I already done a complete example on how to send orders using Python. However, Python will not be part of the Quanzilla course at this point of time. So here there is a Python multi-broker library is there. So using this library, you can send orders to single broker. You can send to multiple clients. You can send to multiple brokers. So you can send at the money orders, in the money orders, out of money orders. You can also send, you can cancel orders. You can modify the orders. You can square off the open positions. And you can retrieve the order book. You can retrieve the position book. You can retrieve the order history. You can get the security token. You can get the security info. And a lot more things are possible. Right? So you can go and check out those tutorials also. So do you provide support for building strategy based on our inputs? Of course, yes, we are having a development team. If in case if you have a requirement, you can send a information, right? You can send an mail to support at the rate of algomojo.com, or you can also send a mail to Rajendran at the rate of algomojo.com. So we will be putting a development team and they will be working on your requirements to onboard you. Is this useful for retail traders? Of course, the platform itself built for retail traders only. Those who are serious traders, let's say there are many traders, there are many platforms out there. The difference is that if you want to confidently test, deploy, and you want a robust solution, you have to build your own solution right from the scratch. So that part we are trying to solve that infrastructure. What we are providing is a robust infrastructure over there, and where you can park your money, and you will be having everything under your own control. Unlike other platforms where it'll be running in their own cloud, you don't know what is happening. You don't know, you cannot open your trading terminal. If you open your trading terminal, the session will get cut off. So those kind of information, it will not happen over here, because here we are providing the trading terminal. We are the bridge. We are the trading terminal. We are everything here, right? So in that case, the control is totally within you. You know what is happening. You know how to stop the system. Total control is available over here at your end. So you can scale up your size as much you want. The thing is that all you have to ensure is that is your code is right, is your execution is happening properly. That is the first dry run you have to execute here. At this point of time, you can test everything after market hours, but going forward, we are also planning to enable an paper trading facility so that you can test, and before going live, you can test, you can run the test before deploying in the live markets. So that, I guess, very soon it will be available. At this point of time, we are working on enabling upstocks and few more brokers. Once we are done with that, our next priority will be like enabling the paper trading. Can we get order flow information here in Amibroker? Of course, Amibroker is not a better tool for order flow. I would suggest to use something like NinjaTrader. So do we need to pay separately if you build a strategy for us? See, remember here, building a strategy, it involves time. It involves a time effort. So definitely there'll be a cost will be involved if in case we are building strategy for you, especially your requirements, then developing that, there will be a quotation will be raised, and there will be a charges will be there for the development effort. Again, there's a question from Vimal. Can I install my copy of AMI on your cloud and run from there? Of course, yes. You can install your copy of AMI in our VPS. You can do that and you can execute it. That is totally possible. Or you can also come up with your own VPS also. And still you can use to send orders in Algomojo. So cloud, data feed, whatever we are providing is optional. The data API, if in case you want. So data API cost. So we are having a tie-up with the global data feeds and true data. Whatever the pricing of global data feed cost and true data feed, it's the same cost we are also offering to our clients. So Nagaraj is asking, can we write a code with the ADX, RSI, Supertrend, ATR like in MACD? How do you compare NinjaTrader with Amibroker or Upstocks? Nagaraj is having a lot of questions, by the way. Yes, you can write any kind of questions to answer his questions. You can write any kind of code. Right now, for simple purpose, I had implemented a simple strategy. Later on, tomorrow, if you don't want this MACD, you can just replace this with your own strategy. So this is an actual strategy code over here. What I had done here is I had built an template, so that this entire Quanzilla section will be like, we will be building like a template. It goes something like this. So let me show you how it looks like. So we'll be having a module. We will be building a module, something like this. Here is the long condition. You can change tomorrow any condition, whichever the condition you want, you can put it over here and you can fix it into this. So that tomorrow, if you don't want a MACD signal, instead you want some other signal, you can insert it over here. That is even more doable. Like this, we'll be creating templates for your condition, and then we'll be attaching it with your intraday trades. Right. So I will be teaching you how to create such kind of templates also, so that tomorrow, if you simply remove the condition, you can put your own condition. You don't need to change elsewhere else. Otherwise, you have to keep on changing at multiple places. Instead of that, if we go like a template, if you are trying to prepare like a template, it will be more of a professional solution. All you have to do is that you have to change this block to your own signal. Tomorrow, it could be an ADX, or it could be an RSI or super trend, anything. You build that condition, then you are done with the rest of the things. So how do you compare NinjaTrader, Amibroker, and Upstocks? Upstock, I don't know. Upstock is more of a broker. Maybe there is one more Upworks or something is there. There's one more tool is there. But I don't think, if you ask me to compare NinjaTrader and Amibroker, right, I would say like Amibroker is pretty much robust solution. It is there around the market since 1995 onwards. Whereas Ninja, I think from 2004 onwards, they started, I guess. They are also equally good in what they are doing. But the thing is that in case of Ninja Trader, it is more robust tool, especially for tools like market profile, order flow, and kind of Renko kind of studies. That is totally missing in Amibroker. But Amibroker itself a robust engine. If you want to code, right, you can code and go live faster in Amibroker than in Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader, of course, you have to learn C sharp. Whereas in Amibroker, even if you are a non-coder, you can go and easily learn Amibroker. Not much of a complex programming skills are required. Whereas in case of Ninja Trader, you have to be a hardcore programmer. So only a programmer can implement Ninja Trader based Ninja script codes. Unless you are not a programmer, then if you're not a programmer, it's better recommended to use Amibroker to implement your own thought process into designs and codes. Is there any book for algo writing of codes? Of course, definitely there is. You can go and refer Blue Owl Press. Blue Owl Press. It is from Howard Bandy, Professor Howard Bandy's website. So he has a list of books. Some of the books are mostly related to Amibroker. Some 3-4 books. So initial all is 3-4 books are related to Amibroker. You can go and get these books. It's also there in Amazon also. Amazon, Flipkart, everywhere it's there. I'm not sure about Flipkart, but I think it's in Amazon. So whether it will work on all conditions like up, down, flat markets. So that comes only with experience, right? So if you are just like that, you're simply coding a code, it doesn't mean like it is profitable. You need to have proper knowledge on how to build a trading system, whether the system will yield profit or not, how to understand that, how to test whether it will yield a profit or not, whether the performance suitable or not. So though all those things we will be definitely teaching in Quanzilla. Along with that, we are not only going to teach how to code, we also tell the trader how to develop a trading system, so that from our experience, how to convert our experience into design. That is what we're gonna teach there. Like so far you would have been seen that this is working. If I would have automate that, then I could be able to capture the edge in the markets. So that thought process, how to convert, is what we're going to teach in Quanzilla. And naturally, yes, we also be discussing some of the important trading systems also, how to design some of the trading systems so that your equity curve will be controlled uptrend. So those kind of equity curve, how you can build, we'll be giving you a lot of samples, studies over there. So do we have best indicators that can be used straight away rather than writing from scratch? Yes. You can also go and check out in one of our portal. Inside the Algomojo itself, you can go and check out the strategies. There are proprietary strategies are available here, like Lintra V3, Lintra V4, which are already available on subscription basis. Right? So you can go and check it out. And anyways, part of Quanzilla, you also entitled for complimentary access to Tradezilla as well. So you'll be getting an complete access to Trade Studio for 3 months as a complimentary edition if anybody is subscribing to the Quanzilla programs. How Ninja Trader is better? It is better in terms of market profile and order flow. That's a question from Vimal. Is Amibroker standard edition is good enough for automation? No, the recommended version is, Mr. Praveen, the recommended version is like you have to go for a professional edition, right? So that is the optimal solution. Standard edition is for more of an end of the day charts. So in my case, I'm using a professional edition. If you could see that, I'm using more of a professional edition. Cost of your cloud, that is a question from Vimal. So cost of the cloud, everything, all the cost is there inside the platform itself. You can go and check out the server cost. So it's mentioned over here. This is for 3 months, minimum of 3 months. Comes around 5,000 rupees for 3 GB RAM. Something like if you want to upgrade to 4 GB RAM, it goes to 6,000 rupees for 3 months. That is 2,000 rupees per month for 4 GB RAM. So 3 GB is more than sufficient if you are using a 32-bit edition. Because the 32-bit version itself, it can maximum consume up to 4 or 3 GB of RAM. which is mostly advisable to go with 3 GB of RAM itself. But if in case if your usage is very high, you can go for an higher end RAM versions also. Ninja Trader, can we use it for Indian markets? Of course, I'm using it for Indian markets, especially for discretionary trading. I'm using Ninja Trader. For anything systematic, anything I have my design in my mind and I want to implement it, of course, I will try to implement in Amibroker. I've been using Amibroker for more than a decade now. I started using Amibroker since 2009 onwards. I've been using till to date. All right. Cost of professional edition. So you can go and check out the cost of Amibrokers. Amibroker, they don't have any Indian vendors, um, but you can go and get from. I think you can go and order from here. So professional edition is $359 one-time license fee. It is. Don't use standard edition because standard edition is only for end of the day data. And you here the difference is that if you want to build any tick level data, right? So you can go with tick level charts. Of course, if you don't want tick level charts, you can stay with standard edition. But if you are a coder, right? I mean, if you are a trader, definitely you need a professional edition with all the standards because this is the most important things like time and sales, MA, MFE. A lot of stats are there. It's recommended to take this versions if in case if you're going for a license is not mandatory. You can as long as you're getting comfortable, you can run with the trial edition itself. You can automate with trial edition, but over a period of time it is good to have a license, especially if you are sending orders using scanners or something like that. Definitely you have to go with the Amibroker professional edition. All right, so with this I'm signing up for the day. Hope if in case if you want to explore more about Algomojo, right? Well, what I had done here is I have also created a free courses. You can go to courses.marketcalls.in. If you want to know the in and out of Algomojo, you can go to the section here, courses.marketcalls.in, and here you can search for Algomojo. Just search for Algomojo here. You should be able to find the link for the coding as well. So here you can go and enroll it. There are absolutely no cost involved in accessing the Algomojo platform. All right, so a lot of modules are already I had built over here. It totally explains how to use Algomojo platform and what are the things, how to automate with Amibroker, how to automate with Excel, how to automate with Python. Everything is included over here. How to send orders using TradingView, how to use Amibroker scanners. So most of the features are already available here, and you can go and check this platform over here. So time to time, this course also will be keep on updated. End of the course, you also get a certification also. So yeah. So with this, I let me stop the session here, and I'll say thank you for coming and attending the session. And I hope you learned something new in today's session. Thank you once again.